Beat on all things sports.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
With plenty of nonsense in between.
Oh, look! Here comes our fearless producer!
Gwynn Chris starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
What's uppers, everybody? Welcome into Gwynn and Chris. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ella, Matthew Skraby in on a Tuesday. What you looking over here for? Did I sound weird? Something?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to set up your camera.
All right.
It's nice to have you in studio, Tony.
Nice to be in studio. Your boy's off today in terms of Padre baseball, so I'll be kicking it with Matthew and Chris for the next few hours. Padres trying to get back into the winning ways here a little bit. Lost to the Orioles 4-3 last night. Got another kind of weird start from Dylan, and then just a terrible news to see or scene of Jason Adam going down with a ruptured quad tendon. He's done for the year. That's a blow to that bullpen. Fortunately, it's the strength of the Padres. It goes now from a big 5 to a big 4. But Chris, how are you, my friend? You're kind of quiet over there.
Well, I was looking through the Major League Baseball lineups today. I was searching for some good news. I was hoping that maybe the Padre lineup would be out and that Fernando Tatis Jr. would be in it, and we'd at least be able to have something positive to lean on. Alas, there's no lineup yet. Yes. Yesterday was a low point, certainly, on top of what happened in Minnesota. And, the injury to Fernando and him not being back in there yesterday. And you start worrying, if this is going to be extended now and, Jackson Merrill, not quite back, but hopefully tonight he's back. The Jason Adam injury's terrible to just see happen to anybody. I don't care who that is, what the situation is. To have something like that happen is a freak injury. And, but it hurts. Certainly he was the one. To me, Jason Adam, gave them the nod, the edge. I mean, you talked about who had the best bullpen in baseball. A lot of teams could say they maybe had an 8-9 combo to match Mason Miller and Suarez, but nobody's got Jason Adam on top of that. And now the Padres don't have that. So, I feel a little bit like Superman after Lex Luthor has shown me the kryptonite. I just kind of lost my powers a little bit right now. I've lost my way, and I'm waiting for that, surge of energy to kick back in and, so I can ride to the rescue at the end of the movie and save the day. But right now I feel like the hero is kind of in the gutter, and they're kicking us a little while we're down, Tony.
Man, that was dark.
That is extremely dark.
That's how I felt yesterday, man. When piling on with Jason Adam going down, I'm like, man, we lost 6 out of 8, and Dodgers keep winning. And
I'm like, are we in a therapy session or on a radio show? And it's fine, Chris, because I know that people feel that way.
Yeah, they do.
Out there,
a lot of them do.
Would you fix my camera? I think it's a little low.
I gotcha.
Oh,
sorry, everybody out there.
All right.
Are you okay? Are you to be okay, Chris? Is what I want to know.
I'm going to be fine. I'm not giving up the ship in any way, shape, or form. To me, it's time to, hitch up your the bootstraps and go back to work and fight through this. And, it's not supposed to be easy. And this is a good challenge right now. And I hope that that's how they're looking at it. I'm sure that is how they are looking at it. I'm worried about our fan base. I know that many of our fans, have been waiting, Tony, for, quote, the other shoe to drop. They're waiting for the curse to hit. They're waiting for something bad to happen. And, I think many of them think this is it, but basically how they think it's going to really have no impact on what happens here in the final 4 weeks of the season. It's up to this team to, get back to it. And hopefully it starts tonight with Baltimore. I'd like to see Manny start, connecting, get back on a Manny streak, and, get Fernando and Merrill healthy. That would be, I think, a big boost. Yeah. So that's all. I'm speaking for what I think a lot of people are feeling today, guys, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people are down and out a little bit today, and It's understandable. Yesterday was tough.
I don't disagree. Tony, in a clubhouse, I was thinking about this immediately when you saw him carted off. Like, how much of that affects the rest of the game? Like seeing your star bullpen guy going out on a cart looking terrible. How much does that affect the team?
I mean, everybody's a little different, but I think for the most part, guys understand that that's kind of part of the deal, and you got to kind of turn the page and get ready to try to, in this case, come back and win a ball game. And so that was, those things are never fun to be a part of, whether you are the person in it or a teammate of that person. But in terms of those guys who are still there on the field, they have to turn the page and try to get ready to mount a comeback. We'll find out later today if Toddy is back in the lineup. I would guess that he would be. Typically, when they've given Toddy a day, it's been the full day. He hasn't pinch hit. He hasn't done none of that. So, although this was a scratch, this wasn't a planned day off. He sounded like he wanted to be in that lineup, but they thought to play it cautiously as opposed to having him there after a long flight back and then an early start day the following day. So hopefully he's in the lineup. Jackson Merrill was activated, did come into the game to pinch run.
Did anybody find that to be a little interesting?
I heard what Mike Schultz said after the game, and it makes complete sense.
What did he say?
He said that part of the decision was Jackson hasn't faced live
that's what I thought.
pitching in a while and didn't want to put him in that position and felt like
lefty on lefty at that point.
Yeah, lefty on lefty. Will Wagner, they thought of taking some great at bats, so they'd rather have Will Wagner, who's seen pitching lately, which I sort of agree with. I do.
I don't agree with it. Honestly, I don't. I mean, if you're going to talk about pinch hitting him there in the ninth inning and saying, hey, go get a hit, then I'm with it. But I don't understand why he's not in the lineup. I mean, get in the lineup, take 4 good swings, start working your way back into it. There was a right-handed pitcher that started the game. I disagree. I mean, if he was healthy enough to run the bases and he was coming off an ankle injury, to me, take some swings in the cage and let's get Jackson Merrill's bat in there for a game. I get not pinch hitting him. Ninth inning, that's tough. Come off the bench under those circumstances. But I felt if you're going to activate him and he's going to be healthy enough to run, I thought he should have played. But that's what I was looking at. I was surprised when he came into pinch run because I just thought, well, he's activated, but he's not quite ready yet.
I was surprised
I don't know.
too.
He looked ready. I mean, he's out there. He's the tying run. I mean, if that ball got hit into the gap, they were going to ask him to sprint 270 feet home to tie the game. Felt if he's healthy enough to do that, he could have been in the game. I don't know. I'm not trying to be, just not going to agree with everything I see. I didn't agree with that. So,
what else we got?
Tony's going to move right on.
No. We have to explore this.
He does not have to. He doesn't have to agree with me or not.
No, I'm not
just
asking anyone to agree. Because I know that in the moment was like, what the heck? Why are they putting in Will Wagner over Jackson Merrill and then have him pinch run? But I'm also not someone who's actually stood in and taken, MLB at bats before.
I think Schulte gave the answer. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's sound thinking to me.
I do know that he said he was going to be in the lineup today, though.
Yeah, I think that was accurate. I mean, if you got a dude who can run, and he was obviously healthy enough to come off the IL, so you've already checked that box. Him versus who did he pinch run for? Was it
Wagner?
He pinch ran for Wagner, who doesn't run well at all. So, I mean, I think if you get a chance to ball in the gap and you get a chance to get,
I don't disagree with bringing him in. If he was worthy of coming in, then I think he should have been in. He's a starting center fielder on my team.
Not last night. He wasn't.
I get it.
Coming off the IL. So,
all right.
Like I said, I think that is the answer. I think that whether you like the answer or not, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, well, I don't like
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I didn't expect for this to be the start of our week.
Why didn't you expect this to be the start of the week? I mean, they've lost 6 of 8. They lost 3 of 4 to bad teams. They've had 3 players hurt. I think, it's the timing could be better. I mean, the only thing more could have happened is if, Manny pulled a hamstring and somebody else went down. I mean, it's a bad 4 or 5 days. I'm just reacting to that. I'm not giving up the season.
Okay, good.
I mean, that would be kind of silly, but I think you have to, in terms of, I don't know. I'm not a player, so I don't have to keep an even keel. You know,
That's a good point.
I just don't. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to be up and fired up when they go a game up on the Dodgers like they did, and I still feel like they should win this race.
Padres 2.5 games back from the Dodgers in the National League West. 3 games out of the first wild card spot. If the playoffs started today, they would fly to Chicago for that 3-game series, or planned 3-game series, whether it got there or not. It's something completely different. All right, let's get to break. Let's get to our first one. When we come back, Gavin Sheets, Jake Cronenworth swinging the bat pretty well. In this stretch that Chris is talking about, it hasn't been the offense that's the problem. We'll get into that on the other side here on Gwynn and Chris.
Play your bet.
if I ever want to get on the side of the chat, all I have to do is be critical of the Padres. I guess nobody's happy with the Padres. Last week we were way too complimentary, and we were getting paid money to apologize for everything Mike Schilt did. And if I don't do that, then everybody loves me. So I guess that's my choice. I can just criticize the team, and then I got the support of the chat, or I can be realistic. And
that is what you call
side,
authentic, my friend.
Yes.
Is that you end up actually agreeing sometimes, you end up actually disagreeing.
That's
sometimes.
true.
I mean, that's kind of what authenticity looks like. It's not one way the whole time or the other way the whole time.
Yeah, I don't believe it is. I got to get back, and the American League's killing the Padres. I don't understand that. They're 18-25 against the American League. It's been the thing all year long for some reason. They have 5 games left against the American League, 2 against Baltimore, 3 against the White Sox. But I'm worried about all those games. They've struggled with the AL. For whatever reason, I'm not quite sure why that is. They've also, the Minnesota, after that loss, that left them, I believe it's 5 or 6 games under 500 on the road. And the Padres have one of the best home records in baseball. They're plus 20. But on the road, it hasn't been the same. And I bring that up because if they don't catch the Cubs, or they don't catch the Dodgers, or they don't catch, whoever, they're going to be in the playoffs, but they're going to be going on the road. They're going to have to play all 3 games on the road, a weekend series in Chicago, most likely. And 33-39 doesn't bode great. So I think there's a lot at stake. I think there's a real reason. Now, you don't want to, mortgage everything to try to win this division, but to me, there's a lot to be won if you can do it.
I don't think the playoffs supports that at all.
The playoffs don't support what you do in the regular season.
They don't.
Yeah, they might not.
They haven't, at least since the new
collective bargaining,
the new format has shown up. It doesn't support it. You want to get into the playoffs and get your best seeding, perhaps get some rest. But outside of that, I think it was home field advantage in the wild card round specifically,
right, is
flipped on its head. It's not home field advantage at all. Now, once you get beyond that round, I think it goes to 53% where home team has the advantage, and it actually increases as you get deeper into the playoffs. But specifically, the wild card has had no type of home field advantage.
Well, let's take a look at what you're talking about. Padres did win at home over the Braves last year.
They did.
Brewers lost at home to the Mets. Orioles lost at home to the Royals.
Yes.
Astros lost at home to the Tigers.
Yes.
So you got 3 out of the 4 went the other way
last
year. That's 1 year of sample size. But I'll go back 1 more year just because.
I mean, we know that the first year they did it, the Padres went into New York.
We do.
And won that series. And I think there was a few more of those type of upsets.
2 years ago, the Phillies did win at home over the Marlins. Diamondbacks won at Milwaukee. 2 years in a row, Milwaukee's lost at home. Minnesota won at Toronto. Texas won at Tampa. So you're right. 3 of the 4, both years. Yeah. The road team has won that 2 out of 3 series.
In the wild card.
The
first
round.
Series, yes.
All right, never mind. Let's keep losing and get the wild card.
I'm
going to start rooting for Baltimore. Come on. I finally figured it out.
I think a couple things. I think Padres they got to have better starting pitching.
It does start right there.
That's where this road trip went left. That's where last night's game went left. And although Dylan battled, I mean,
91 pitches for 4 innings.
Right.
Yeah.
And know that now, especially, with Jason Adam being done, you don't have 5 arms to cover the rest of those innings on a good night, right? You got 4, and you're going to have to. I think that's where it starts. When you go through the Padres month of August, right? I think it kind of shows you a lot there in terms of what it looks like. They go 1-8, or for August 1st through 8, they go 4-3. Starters have an ERA of 5, over 5.
Right.
Bullpen an ERA of over 4. The next week, August 9th through 13th, they go 5-0. Padres run totals. By the way, the run totals in all of this, at least the Padres have. Is this the Padres runs, Skrabe?
Hold on, let me look. It was from the AC newsletter.
I think it's Padres runs, right? Runs per game. I think it is.
Yes.
So in each of these, they get to that magic number of 4.7. In August 9 through 13, it's 6.2 runs. Starters have an ERA of 2.49, bullpen 0.87. They go 5-0. They go 0-4 in the next week or the next 5 games, August 15 through 18. 0-4. Padres still put up 4.5 runs a game. Starters have an ERA of 6.91, bullpen an ERA of 2.41. August 19th through 23rd, they go 5-0. Padres put up almost 6 runs a game, 5.6. Starters 2.17 ERA, bullpen 0.56 ERA. And in the last week of August, they go 2-5. Offense putting up 5 runs a game. Starters giving up 5.79. Bullpen 6.68. And so, it points to the fact that it's really pitching in general, but more often than not, when the starters get it right, everybody else seems to fall in line. And this isn't unlike from what end of May to the deadline. This offense is putting up runs. So it's not on the offense. There was a wide range of the season where the offense was not necessarily putting up runs. That can't be attributed to that right now.
One guy that's swinging the bat well is Elias Diaz, but he doesn't play. Firmin has struggled really since the first week we got him. That might be something. What am I talking about? Diaz is going to save the season. Manny's been going through one of his up and down times. Sheets has been going great guns. You're right, Tony. They're scoring enough to win, I think. The bullpen, I look at a game like yesterday. As bad as Cease I thought was, when he left, it was 2-2.
Yep.
I think we should win that game 99% of the time with the people we have.
I agree.
But Morejon gave up a home run to dead center against a guy wearing number 82. I don't know, how long the guy's been in the big leagues, but that shouldn't happen probably. And then Adam, did give up the 2 hits before he came out, and Suarez got beat with 2 outs and 2 strikes. He had 0-2 on that guy. Another guy that I've not heard a lot about. Like to see Suarez get that, last out there. So, and the Baltimore bullpen doesn't have anybody, but we only got 1 run off them. So those are games that, that you figure to win, and you take your chances most nights.
There's no doubt that's these last 4 out of 5, 3 out of 4 are games that the Padres should win. When they play the game the way they have played it. It wasn't clean yesterday. They didn't. It certainly wasn't clean in Minnesota on multiple nights.
No.
So they have to play better. I think ultimately is what it boils down to. We can point to the starters, which haven't been good in the last week, but they just have to play better.
Are you sure it's not the managing that's just been bad, Tony? Because that's what I've been reading. On the chat.
Well, you have to read the chat to know what the chat's saying, though.
All of a sudden, Mike Schilt, who is always the second half guru of baseball, according to the Padre fans, can do nothing right.
Yeah,
and I find that interesting.
They're not very happy with Mike for whatever reason.
Oh, God.
Because the Padres have lost a few games is why they're not happy with
it. I'm aware.
At least they're losing now. I'd rather them lose now than lose the last week of the season. Come on. That
makes me feel a lot better. Good one, Skraby.
What happened in 1998? Bochy got your dad's team in a closed door meeting because they were playing terrible, and they still ended up. When was that? What part of the season was that?
It was like maybe the last 2 weeks.
There you go.
Yeah, well, they were also 19 games ahead in first place when that happened.
That just cost them from winning 100 games. They were still were rolling
away.
They
should have left that out.
Yes, but you never want to let facts get in the way of something good.
Oh, the hitting coach is the problem. It's just I don't know. I talked to a lot of fans, Padres fans, that are like, this is some of the greatest Padres times of my life. And then I talk to some fans, and they're like, this is a disaster of a team. They need to fire everyone. They need to get rid of Mike Schilt. They need to get rid of Fernando, Manny. legitimately had a conversation the other day with my neighbor, who I hope is not listening because I thought he was a smart guy, but he was telling me about how much he dislikes Manny, how much he dislikes Fernando, how much he dislikes Mike Schill. And I'm like, well, what do you like about the team? And he couldn't give me a good answer.
I think everybody's just uptight because they're not playing good baseball right now.
I agree.
That's really what it boils down to. And we have, those fleeting thoughts that you have that go in your head that, I think we just are saying it all right now.
I also think, going into the stretch of the season where the Padres have the easiest schedule, it doesn't also.
But we said not to pay attention to that from the very beginning because it doesn't matter. Anybody can get beat. Padres clearly getting beat right now.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for failure when you start looking at schedules and you go like, oh, well, they got the second easiest schedule in the league. And so now you're like, well, we should win like all the time. And then when you lose, 4 of 6, is that what you said?
6 of 8.
6 of 8. Then you start like feeling some type of way about that. I got to play better. I think that's really what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Tonight would be a good time to start. I'm going to the game to make sure they do.
Is that going to work?
I don't think so, but I'm going to try.
You know what? You need to go down and give them a pep talk before the game, Chris.
Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they wouldn't like me to.
I don't know. You don't know that.
I bet they'd rather not hear that. I don't know. Who's pitching tonight? Darvish. He's due for a good one. Been up and down, back and forth.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. Darvish also been kind of up and down, back and forth, as you said.
I got a weird vibe today.
Yeah, right, Tony. Good.
I had a weird vibe yesterday. I have a weird vibe today. I don't like these vibes.
Is that a good thing or a bad
no?
thing?
This is a bad thing. I had a weird vibe during the Padres game yesterday, and then the whole thing happened with Jason Adam. I got a weird vibe today from everyone, not just you guys, from Padres fans in general. I understand that people I'm kind of worried too, but I'm gonna see it through. They still got a month left.
All panicking right now.
Well, Manny Machado's also public enemy number 2. He's right behind Schilt in that category because
not clutch.
No, in the 8 games, Tony, he has 1 RBI and he has 4 hits and 6 hitless games out of the 8. So he is one of the reasons in most people's minds. I did actually see somebody react to one of my tweets and say, no, I've given up just like they said, I've phoned it in just like Manny did 2 weeks ago. Like, really? Really? Manny's given up.
You guys
up
are
the season?
So dramatic.
I'm just reading reading it, Tony. I didn't say it. Reading it. Don't kill the messenger.
No, I'm not. It's just saying everybody's so dramatic.
Yeah. Well,
I'm dramatic. Chris is dramatic.
Everybody cares.
Everybody's dramatic.
Everybody cares.
Tony's dramatic in his own ways. He's under dramatic.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, they win 5 in a row. We forget about it, right?
I don't know if 5 in a row is coming, but I just know this too shall pass.
Well, they're playing the Rockies. Come on. At the end of the week, they have 4 against the Rockies or 3? They have 4. Yeah, they have 4 against the Rockies. Oh, next week they have 4 against the Rockies.
I have faith.
3 this week.
They're going to get it right. I have faith. They're going to get it right.
Have faith.
This is awkward, guys.
What is?
Just the vibes of the universe right now.
You need to go somewhere with your vibes right now. Because
okay. All right.
How about the commercial break?
Yeah, that's fine.
Commercial break. When we come back, we got we'll set the stage for what we still have ahead. We had a fantabulous game show a little later. We have got to remind everybody, this is the week to sign up for our NFL pool, the Survivor pool, which we have up there, and you can hook onto that. We'll tell you about that in a little bit, and we got our NFL picks, some of those starting today as well. So we will keep an eye on the Padre lineup situation. Hopefully we have good news with Fernando, Merrill. They're both back in. We will find that out when we come back on 97.3 The Fan.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matthew Skraby. My man Chris is not happy today, as are a lot of Padre fans.
One thing thank you, Tony, for pointing that out to those who haven't figured it out. I keep going back to something Matt Snyder said, though, from CBS Sports. Because we talked to him on a day when his favorite team, the Cubs, had just lost their umpteenth game in a row and been shut out for an entire weekend somewhere. And he was a little down in the dumps. And he said, honestly, there isn't a team in baseball this year that hasn't had a time when their fan base couldn't say, oh, my God, what are we doing? We're terrible. I mean, the Yankees have had it. The Mets have certainly had it. They're not having it today, but they've went through it in a big way. The Phillies have lost 10 games in a row in New York. Every time they go there, the Philly fans give up hope. The Cubs went through it. The Dodgers have been down and out and fallen behind the Padres. So it's kind of just been the story of this season. Some have said the Brewers have stayed above the fray, but I would still say the Brewers are not exactly a lock, to keep it rolling. They have they blew a ball game yesterday and they got some injuries now. So it's kind of been the story of this season. Every fan base has gone through it. The Padres have actually gone through it, I think, to a lesser extent than most.
A couple of things. All that is true, which is why I feel the way I feel about it. This happened. We go through this charade every year where the Padres lose or they win, and we feel the extremes of both. And then it's just kind of what it is. People are going to feel away. I will say this because I didn't really get a chance to answer it in the first segment. I personally thought Toddy would hit right in the late innings,
ninth inning or the late innings. Okay,
thought Toddy would hit. Then I thought about it as all right. They haven't, when he's had a day off, it's always been a complete day off. But then I thought, all right, well, Jackson will probably be the next one up. And then when that didn't happen, my antennas went up a little bit, no doubt. But, I understood the reasoning behind it. I know many of you guys won't and don't and will disagree till you blue in the face. But I don't think anybody in that moment thought to themselves, oh, yeah, Will is the guy for this spot right here. I think that kind of jumped off the page for everybody. But in terms of the season, man, this is how it is. It sucks that it's happening on September 1st.
Yeah.
But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday come around, and if they've lost one game in that time frame, you'll feel differently about the week. If they lost 2 games in that time frame, you'll feel completely different about the week.
Yes. But the one thing that is not going to, change any moment, now is we're not getting Jason Adam back. That is a thing.
That's a fact.
That is a thing. Xander Bogaerts is another one that's happened.
Is up against time.
And that's happened in the last 4 or 5 days too.
For sure.
We lost him. And Maryland Todd, he got hurt on Sunday. Maybe he didn't get hurt Sunday, but that's when we became aware that maybe he wasn't 100%.
Toddy, we're talking about.
Tatis. So yes, we've had Monday, Sunday, and then Monday, like Thursday or something with the Sanders. So, it's been a bit of a kick in the gut. I was almost laughing to myself. I was like, maybe tonight we could just lose, but nobody gets hurt. It'd be a step in the right direction. But I can't make that deal because we can't really afford to lose. I don't want to lose tonight. So it's just I'm trying to keep it in perspective, but I'm talking more emotionally today than normal.
That's fair.
That's it.
Shall we shift gears, or shall we stay in it? Skraby don't even want to get in the conversation. Is that what's going on?
Skraby threw this out there, and now we're deciding whether we want to talk about it or not.
Oh, the social media stuff?
It's really nasty. I don't think I'll be honest with you, Tony. I don't know that we should read that stuff because it's really, really nasty. I think though it's not. It's not idiotic in the sense to bring up the fact that this is still out there, and that basically what happened is Jason Adams got hurt. He's out for the season, and there were people on social media that were seemingly happy about it and elated that this man got injured, and his wife he stepped up and said, this is incredible that this is happening. But Annie, our friend Annie, she wrote a big article about this just a week and a half ago. And the whole article started with Fernando talking about how people have threatened to kill his family multiple times this year online. And that all players are going through this now every time they make an out because somebody might have bet on it.
Yeah.
And this is an issue that's, you people, I'm only talking to a really small percentage. I know 99% of you out there would never celebrate a person getting hurt. But man, I don't know how we can put a stop to the 1% that are doing this kind of stuff. It's really awful and it's really terrible. And I don't know that everybody's 100% aware that this is happening. And these guys are, having to play through all that stuff along with everybody else or everything else.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, wishing somebody get hurt enough to miss the whole rest of the season is crazy work.
I'm so happy that he's
know,
out now.
I don't even know what to say because I don't think we should give it too much.
No, we shouldn't give it a lot of credence.
All I wanted to do was
I want to let people know that don't know that this is something else these guys all have to deal with.
Yeah, and I just don't understand why we allow this goes in a different direction. Why we allow random people to just set up accounts that can't be traced back to them because these are some of these messages are threats. And I don't understand why it's okay for people to do this. And then in some of the articles I've been reading about this, fans are like, well, they just shouldn't look at their Instagram. Why? Because you can't control yourself and not say something horrible to the guy? Like, I don't think that's the answer either. The answer is you should not make a death threat. That's the answer. And it really bothers me. And it has bothered me, and it always will bother me.
The answer is getting punched in your mouth is what the answer
Well,
is.
no, we'll never find them because they will not put themselves in public.
That's crazy.
If you're going to say something like that, put your name on it.
I don't think they want to do that.
Exactly. Because they don't even they know that what they're saying is so wrong that they will get fired from their job.
That's the other part, right? People are got good enough now where they can trace your account, figure out who you are, where you work at, and you've seen some ramifications come down because of that. Anyway, let's shift gears.
Let's go to something fun.
NFL. What, Thursday? Thursday's the first day?
It is. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Just let that play for a second.
We got 48 time plus 50 hours till kickoff. 50 hours till the first kick of the year.
Tony always does his keyboards to this, but there's no keyboards in this. It's all string.
Oh, is he tickling the ivories again?
He is tickling the ivories.
There is no
again.
ivories here.
No. I mean, this season, each year, I feel like it sneaks up on me more and more.
This one, like got up on us quick.
Yeah. I was just talking to you guys, like, seemed like yesterday. Oh, training camp's about to start, and boom, season's going to start in 2 days.
Well, that being said, we typically give you our previews, or our predictions, I should say.
Division by division.
Division by division. NFC East and AFC East today, is that correct?
Yes,
Correct.
we'll go East and East
Correct.
because the NFC East begins Thursday night. They are getting underway early.
I believe that's Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah, thank you, NFL, for thinking that we really want to see the Cowboys. I want to let everybody know this is the largest spread in any game in the NFL this weekend.
As it should be.
And they've chosen this to be the kickoff game because apparently we all want to see Dallas.
How much do you think the NFL is like, really, Jerry? You traded Micah Parsons right before the opening kickoff?
Yeah,
this is
great.
This is not great
Not
for the
great at
Cowboy
all.
fans.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the very many Cowboy fans out there that have already penciled their team into a Super Bowl again.
Super Bowl.
Wait, what? I thought you were going to say last place.
No. I said Cowboy fans.
I know.
So they only believe in Super Bowls.
I usually only get my
Every
Cowboy.
year they think they're going to the Super Bowl.
I only get my Cowboy fan knowledge from Dave Marcus because he's such a big Cowboy fan. So
He is a fake.
I bet you Dave Marcus isn't thinking Super Bowl. There's no way. There's no way you can be thinking Super Bowl with this squad.
To be fair, he's not.
Okay.
He's one of the sane
right. Okay.
Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. NFC East. We're going to start with them, and we're going to pick the MVP of the division, the first place team, the last place team, the fantasy breakout star, and then the disappointment. Right, Chris?
No, I thought it'd be fun. No, I thought we'd have one bold prediction.
Oh yes, I did put that there.
Bold prediction.
I don't see
Last.
it. I don't see bold predictions. I see disappointment.
Yeah, because you didn't.
There we go.
Oh, okay. It somehow changed the bold
It
prediction.
just
It's
changed.
magic. It's magic. All right, Tony, you're up first. Who's the MVP going to be of the NFC
Starting with
East?
the MVP. All right.
Wow. All right.
Going right up.
Do we not want to do that? I feel like
I thought we started with first as last.
okay,
We
man.
gotta go teams first, man. It's kind of how we do it every year. but
First
you know,
place team, Tony.
the Eagles.
Okay. Chris?
There are certain days when it's a good thing. There's a lot of stuff in between the three of us here. We can't really get at each other. Most days, I wouldn't say that's the case. Today, it's a good thing. I just, I'm gonna.
I feel like I've been an angel over here.
Yeah.
Tony says, "Yeah."
I think the Eagles win it again. I think a lot of people think the Commanders are ready to pass them, but the Commanders got a lot of lucky wins last year. And you can go back and look it up. The amount of crazy stuff that happened at the end of some of their games, including the Bears game when the DB was serenading the fans and then turned around and tipped the ball into the hands of the receiver. Jaden Daniels is all that. The Commanders are much better. They're not, I don't think, ready to beat out the Eagles. I'll take the Eagles.
Okay, I'm going to take the Eagles as well. Tony,
Sweep.
Last place team.
Oh, the Gigantes.
Really?
Yeah, the Gigantes.
Okay.
I know the Cowboys are going to be bad, but I don't think they're going to be last place bad.
Chris?
Oh, Cowboys.
Oh, I think the Cowboys too.
When's the last time the Cowboys did finish in the cellar of that division? That's been a while.
I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, I do too. Other than Prescott and Lamb and Pickens, I don't see anything else on the roster.
I'm looking to see when they last finished. 2015, they were 4-12, and they finished in last.
All right. I think the Giants will beat them out. Russell Wilson plus a cast of thousands of backups. Yeah.
Oh, man. Matt Castle was a quarterback that year for the Cowboys. That's not good.
Can I change mine?
Yeah.
I want to change the Giants to Cowboys.
Okay. All right.
I won him over.
We swayed Tony. All of us choose the Cowboys.
All of us taking the Cowboys. There's Cowboy fans out there going, you got that. I don't know what you're doing. But we do know what we're talking about. There's no way you're going to the Super Bowl. We 100%. Have to at least tell you that.
All right,
happening.
Tony, are we on the MVP now? Yes.
Maybe.
MVP, Tony, for the NFC East.
NFC East MVP.
I'm going to say Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Chris?
Jalen Hurts is so underrated. I think they don't give him enough credit.
No.
Barkley got all the credit for last season, and he was really great. But Jalen Hurts does so much better than people think. I'll take Jaden Daniels, though, to be the best player in the
Oh, because he's your fantasy quarterback?
Yeah. That's because, my fantasy players always, ball out.
That's a good point. A good point. My MVP, I was going to say Saquon, but I don't know that he can have the same season as he did last year. I'm going to have to go with Jalen Hurts because I think the Eagles are the best team in that division. So there. Breakout, Tony.
I almost hate to give this young man this credit here, but I think he's going to have a breakout. George Pickens.
Okay. I like George Pickens in the high-flying offense of the Cowboys.
Well, when you're down 28-0 every game, you got to catch some balls.
He's going to be a great garbage time fantasy player.
He might be.
Chris, who's your breakout?
Yeah, I'm going off the board here, Alex.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to pick somebody that could be a breakout, but I think it's a long shot that they are. But I just fell in love with this guy in the playoff last year, and that is Cam Scatterbo. Scatterbo, the Giants.
Yeah, the best running back in the world.
I like him. You don't like him? You don't like him, Tony? You think he's a little too much bluster?
Yeah, for what he's kicking, I think he's getting a little too much.
Did you
bluster.
see the game he played though?
He was impressive in that playoff game.
He
I
threw
give
a
him credit,
bomb
man.
for a touchdown.
He
ran a couple.
He ran over a couple dudes.
He
too.
did a lot of stuff. I think the Giants may have something there. We'll see. That's my long
how you
shot.
say his name again?
Scatterbo. Yeah, that's a long shot.
He's gonna turn me into a fan before I know it.
He might.
Okay. My breakout is going to be Jackson Dart, but I will have to explain why on the other side or in the next one. But first, Football Talk on the Fan is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. I got to rewrite that. There's a lot of Paramount Pluses. Bold prediction, Tony, of the NFC East.
Bold prediction.
my bold prediction.
To a certain extent, we're already making them by
yeah.
picking the Cowboys last. That is in itself is a bold prediction.
Dak Prescott, top 5 quarterback.
In yards?
No,
or
just
overall QBR kind of thing?
Top 5. He's a top 5 quarterback. He'll be considered top 5 quarterback this year.
Okay.
That's the bold prediction.
All right, it is bold.
Yeah, it definitely is bold.
Chris, bold prediction.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little crazy here.
Uh-oh.
Because that's what bold predictions are in my mind. I believe that once Brian Schottenheimer, a la his famous father,
This is good.
blows the play clock and the end of the game strategy for like the third or fourth time in October or November, Jerry Jones is going to finally say that's enough.
He's going to fire Brian Schottenheimer?
He's going to hire somebody he can really control. Stephen Jones will be the coach of the Cowboys by Thanksgiving. His son.
I was about to say, him firing Brian Schottenheimer is not bold, but him hiring his son.
Stephen Jones. How many more? I mean, we all know that he just has a figurehead in there. So why stop faking it? Just put his son in there so we all know it's a figurehead.
And then he can stay GM for the
Forever
rest of
and ever.
eternity.
Yeah.
That is bold.
Yeah.
My bold
Crazy.
prediction for the NFC East is Jackson Dart takes over for Russell Wilson and leads the Giants to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Malik
almost.
Neighbors is going to be very good.
I would say that my prediction has more chance of happening. Than
I don't
yours.
think so.
Giants are going to the playoffs.
I concur.
Stephen
Playoffs?
Jones becomes the head coach, which is more crazy.
I think Giants going to the playoffs.
That's not
They're
true.
both outlandish.
They're both outlandish. Dak Prescott top 5 isn't exactly a given either.
It's way better than both of ours, I guess. We're going to do the AFC East at 3:20.
Let's get the break. On the other side, more Gwynn Chris. Daily Gambit.
Yoo-hoo!
Next.
here. Mr. Skraby, we're all together in our Odyssey Palace studios, Padres and Orioles tonight, game 2 of the series. Yu Darvish on the hill for the Friars, still awaiting a Padre lineup. We'd love to pass along some good news that Fernando and Jackson Merrill are both back in the starting lineup, but we don't know that quite yet. As soon as we know, we will let you know. Obviously, the Padres have lost Jason Adam for the season with the quad injury. Xander Bogaerts is out. And, things are limping along here a little bit. 2.5 back now, the Dodgers in the National League West. We're going to get into our daily gambit here in a second, talk about those Dodgers who are in Pittsburgh tonight. Also coming up, our AFC East predictions and bold predictions for that division. And at the bottom of the hour, Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. One reminder, Skraby is going to retweet this out.
It's already done.
97.3 the Fan SD.
On Twitter, yes.
On Twitter. Type that in, and you will be able to find the link to join our NFL football survivor pool. And I know we put that up there last week. We had a lot of people enter, but we want a lot more people to enter. It's pretty simple. Each week you pick a team in just one game in the NFL. That team wins, you move on. You survive. And then you try it again the next week and on down the line. The only caveat is you cannot pick the same team twice ever. So once you pick, say you think the Eagles will win in week 1 and they win, that's good. But then you can't pick the Eagles again. Have some fun with us. Do the survivor pool. Go to 97.3 The Fan to sign up.
I was out after the first week last year because
you were
I picked
out. A lot of people were out
over the Patriots and the stupid Patriots who did nothing all year.
Right. But the very first game last year, the Bengals lost at home to the Patriots, and that knocked a lot of people right out.
I also went out week 1.
See, that's the thing about the eliminator pool.
Don't even want to get in this year.
Yeah, that's why.
Come on.
That's why when Chris is like, we got to review each week. I'm like, I don't even care anymore. I'm out.
Right. I was done after week 1. I didn't care.
And by the way, we do not have a prize this year. Last year's belt became a fiasco.
Yeah, we sent the belt overseas or something, and we
sent
never.
it to
The
Philly.
belt is long gone.
The belt is not coming back because the guy. Remember when I couldn't find the person who won forever, and then like 4 or 5 months later, they just DM'd me and said, "Give me my belt." And out of nowhere, and then I actually started talking to the person. They seemed like a pretty nice person, and they actually started listening to our show because of it.
So then tell them to bring the belt back.
Did you send them the belt?
I sent them the belt. They get to keep the belt. Yes,
Oh.
it's not a year-to-year thing. We were doing that last year to give it out to someone.
So we got to get another belt.
But then I have to write rules and get legal involved, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Anything that
For a belt?
Why?
Because there's laws against giving out things worth money, and a belt cost us like $200.
Why would we want to do anything where any of us have to do any work? That's silly.
I don't know what Chris is getting at here because Chris had nothing to do with it last year. So, and I did say last year, I am never going to be the commissioner of this again. And so I was.
Hey man, being a commissioner is tough.
As you know, everybody's a critic. Everybody's a critic. Chris wants the schedule switched up all the time. We did have a long talk about that last week when you were here. That was funny.
All right, let's get to the daily gambit and see what's underway there.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo!
If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. We are not going to review the bets. We're just going to go right into our bets for this week. So
see what we can come up with. I would assume we're going to go across the board here on this one. Padres are favored by 1.5 tonight over the Orioles. Anybody want to pick against the Padres on the panel here?
How many?
1.5 runs.
1.5 runs. We got to win by 2, Tony.
Oh, I'll take the Orioles then.
No way. Really?
Like they just have to lose by 1, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You're taking the Orioles.
Mhm.
Tony Gwynn Jr. is taking the Orioles.
Don't make a bigger deal out of it than it already is.
It's a game.
I've been doing this since
And
we're
I'm
working
trying
for
to change the luck up a little bit.
Orioles.
Okay, fair
I'm gonna
enough.
go, or I just typed in Porioles.
Wait, you're taking the Orioles too?
Yeah, if the Orioles
Both
only
of
have to
you?
lose by 1, this could be a
We're gonna
1-run
lose by
game.
1.
Both of you are taking the Orioles.
Changing it up.
This team can't hit, so why would I choose the Padres?
Welcome to 97.3 The Fan in Baltimore. Gonna get you guys some soft shell crab after the show.
I like soft shell crab.
Yeah, you
actually,
do, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's a little weird to me because
Soft
it's still the shell's still on there.
That's true.
I don't eat seafood.
Kind of weird.
You don't eat seafood, straight?
No. I've been to
You
Baltimore.
don't fish?
No, gosh.
Wow.
I know my dad's a big fisherman. He likes to fish, and I just hate it. I know I'm disappointing a lot of people out there.
You are a weird child.
But fishing, people say
Fishing is
golf is
awesome.
boring.
Golf is
Fishing,
boring.
golf has more action than fishing.
Yeah, but once that fish hits that line, though, there ain't nothing like it.
And then I get my little minnow, and I'm like, oh, great. Need to throw you back, little minnow.
You probably would get a minnow.
No, I caught a northern pike in Wisconsin one time.
Did you really?
It was scary,
No,
actually.
yeah, those bad boys don't mess
It was-
around.
It was scary. My dad and I were like in this boat that was like tipping. It was scary. Anyway, Chris, you ever caught a big fish?
I can only name one thing more boring than fishing.
Oh, gosh.
Listening to people talk about fishing.
Okay, can we
The
move?
only thing more
All right,
boring.
let's move on.
Padres and Orioles, 8 runs over under tonight. 8 runs over or under. Tony's first. Oh, by the way, officially, I took the Padres in the last wager.
Over or under
The only
8?
one on this panel to do so.
By the way, we're not taking the Orioles.
Yeah,
just
we're taking the
them
Orioles to lose by
to
1.
lose by 1.
I know what you guys are doing.
Well, we got to make sure we say it like that too.
It's been said.
You just said we took the Orioles. Is what you said.
Yeah, I think he did.
Plus 1.5.
I can pull the tape if you want.
8 runs over under. Tony, this game tonight, both teams combined runs.
You's
scored.
gonna shove, so it's under. Yeah.
Whoops. Skraby?
First thing I thought was 5-4, so I'll go over.
Over. Under seems to be the way to go. It just takes one swing. It's the last time the Padres even hit a home run other than
This is
Ramon
it.
Laureano.
They just hit like 3 the other day.
They did. I
Under.
believe Elias Diaz hit 2.
Yeah, they hit them all in the same inning in a 12-3 thing. Save one up for the regular game
Save
that we
some room
needed.
for later.
That's right. All right,
What
Pirates.
did you do?
I went under.
All right.
Pirates host the Dodgers tonight. That means we're pinning our hopes on Cameron Mlodzinski. That's right, Cameron Mlodzinski, right-hander, starting for the Bucks tonight. Over under 3.5 strikeouts
I
for
don't even think he's a starter.
Mlodzinski.
I think he's usually out of the bullpen.
Well, then you might want to bet under then. If you think he's just an opener.
And all of a sudden, Kershaw has found the.
Yeah, Kershaw's
Fountain of
pitching
youth.
for the Dodgers. Curveball's going head to toe again. Top to toes or whatever they call it. Nose to toes. That's what they say. Yeah. Nose to toes. Mlodzinski, 3.5 strikeouts over under. Skrabe.
Under.
Under. He can't even get under.
No.
Can't even get 4Ks.
No.
Cameron Mlodzinski. I'm looking him up because I want to. I mean, is he really an opener? Because that'd be kind of a silly bet.
I'm
then.
pretty sure he was in the bullpen when we saw him. Yeah, this is only his 12th start.
Oh, but he does start
He
sometimes.
does start sometimes.
Okay, fair enough. His last outing, he went 3 innings, gave up. Struck out 4, though, in 3 innings of work last time out. All right, I'll say over. Mlodzinski shoves against the Dodgers. By the way, did anybody see Will Smith hit the walk-off home run the other night? I'm sure you saw it. Did you know this? The Dodgers have had 4 walk-off home runs in the last, 10 years.
He's got them all.
He's got them all.
Wow.
That's annoying.
Wait. Didn't Freddie Freeman hit a walk-off home run?
That was in the World Series.
Oh,
Different
I get it. I get
circumstances.
I get it.
Yes. Sorry, under, over. Tony Mlodzinski.
Over.
Over. Shohei Ohtani total bases or Juan Soto, who is shutting me up a lot right now. Every time I turn on the TV, he's conking a grand slam or something.
You know who led the league in stolen bases in the month of August?
He did?
Was it Juan?
Yes.
Wow.
Man.
I did not know that.
I will say this. If I'm going to put up with somebody, then they better deliver like he does, and boy, does he deliver.
What are we doing on this one?
More total bases.
Soto or Ohtani. Ohtani against the Pirates, Soto against the
Soto.
Tigers.
Come on, Soto. You need Ohtani down.
Tony goes Soto. Scrape?
I'm going to go Soto. He's on a heater.
He is on a heater. Ohtani's going against the Pirates, though. That's Mlodzinski's delivering to Ohtani. I'll take Ohtani. A big tennis match tonight, guys. At the U.S. Open, this is a quarterfinal between our guy, who's never been on the show, Taylor Fritz, and another guy who's never been on the show, Novak Djokovic. Neither have been on the show, so they're even there. This is a big time, though, high level quarterfinal. Djokovic is favored by 3.5 games. I think Fritz is going to win. Djokovic is not at the prime right now. I think Fritz can beat him. I will take the 3.5 games. Tony.
I'm going to follow your lead. Fritz. Let's go, Fritz. Fritzy.
Every time I count out the Joker.
Yeah, no kidding. That's true, though.
I'm going to go with him. And by the way, in the Big Five, we have a tennis topic. Tennis may have had the lamest week of all time.
Skraby's all up in himself about people apologizing for hitting the net. He doesn't like that.
No, there's another thing that happened over the weekend.
We get another one?
Yes.
One more. New York Liberty -6.5 at Golden State Valkyries. I don't have
Wait, say it one more time.
New York Liberty -6.5 at Golden State Valkyries. I don't have a lot of info for you on this matchup. Terms of
Valkyries are playing who?
Yeah, so
the Liberty.
Trying to show a little love to the WNBA here. The Liberty are 24-16. The Valkyries are 21-18. Right behind them in the 5-6 spots in the standings. I'll take the Valkyries. Why not? +6.5 at home. Scrape.
Valkyries.
Wow. Valkyrie love on the show. Tony?
Liberty.
Those are our picks for tonight. We'll see how it goes. The Las Vegas Aces, by the way, if anybody's keeping track, have won 12 in a row.
Remember how bad they were doing at the beginning of the season?
Becky Hammond's club.
Uh-huh.
Becky's got them going. They're still 6 games behind first place Minnesota, though.
They're real good.
At the top of the
saw them with
how was going to see
the
game?
How was the game?
It was pretty sweet.
And you lost. They lost.
They're
only their second home loss all year.
It was bananas. You would have been as
a
fan.
It was fun. Fans are crazy.
Fully loaded.
Good.
You would have been disappointed though. The refereeing was quite abysmal.
It is bad.
It's pretty bad.
Everyone says it's bad.
It's bad.
They delivered on that.
I think one girl got her nose broke on just a swipe.
Yeah. Nobody saw it. Or
Skylar Diggins hit a shot at the end of the third and jogged over to the Lynx bench,
right?
And was MFing them.
Oh,
like loud. Like I could barely make it out.
And nobody.
And the ref was just watching. And the head coach for the Lynx came out and was just chewing her out. She got a tee.
She got the tee.
And the ref was doing something that I know was just infuriating the head coach. He was just like, go. Oh,
I'm not a fan.
I was losing it for her.
I'm not a fan of referees giving tees out because they did a bad job.
Right. Yeah, no, it was. And then one ref went down, so they only had 2 refs for the whole fourth quarter. It was, it was rough. I could see why there's conversation.
Yeah, there's a lot of
refs.
complaints about that. We hear it all the time. All right, NFC East is in the books. We'll do the AFC East picks, then Fantabulous Sports Game Show. A lot going on. Stick around.
At it again, 3:21 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. Currently waiting to give you guys what you want. Yes, that is a Padre lineup. It is not ready as of yet. Nor is the Orioles. They both are playing the slow game.
They're both
today.
dragging their feet.
Yep. We have a AFC East to cover, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Start tinkling the ivories, Tony. That NFL
I gotta
music.
wait for the music to come in.
There we go. He looks like John Tesh over there trying to
I don't
crank
know
up
who
the.
John Tesh is.
You don't know who he is?
Maybe I've heard the name.
John Tesh is kind of a fairly known name in music, but he's the one who did the NBA theme on NBC, and they're bringing it back this year. They're making a big deal out of it.
Yes, the AI voice, right?
And John Tesh is appearing everywhere now.
Yeah.
Playing the music. That's cool. That one, yeah. That's hard to do.
Yeah,
To sing a tune while another one is playing. That's hard to do.
I mean, all I can think about when I hear the NBC theme is Thomas's NBA news and
that's John Tesh. That's John Tesh.
I can thank him for that.
You know what that song has? It elicits thoughts. Damn, Michael Jordan about to win again. That's really what I think about.
It's just conditioned in your head.
It's like, dang, the Bulls are in the finals again.
Yay.
It's like some songs make you think of a summer. Some songs, for Tony, it's that theme makes him think of Michael Jordan winning again. All right, AFC East. Chris, we're going to start with you. Who's going to be that first place team out of the AFC East?
Buffalo Bills. I don't really even see any contest. I don't see anybody close. I don't think any of the other three teams will be over 500, which none were last year.
All right.
That seems like a gimme.
I guess I'm up next. The Bills, I'm going to choose them as well. Tony, first place team.
The Dolphins.
Are you being serious?
No.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
You
kept a pretty good straight face there.
I mean,
no, give me the Bills.
you weren't even picking them when they were kind of good, so I know you're not picking them this year.
No.
All right, Chris, last place team.
The Dolphins.
Ooh.
I really do. I mean, maybe I'm just hoping against hope. I probably am, but I'm not going to root for them to finish last. But I see nothing on that squad except for 4 pass rushers and 2 overrated wide receivers. That's all I see on that whole squad. Maybe Achane, but no offensive line to block for him.
I'm going to go, man. I'm trying to figure out if Chris is being serious or no, I know he's being serious. If he's right or if it's just a fan
Overreaction.
perspective. Yeah.
The thing that threw me over the top,
Jordan.
I don't know if you saw this Tony, but when they scrimmaged with the Lions, did you see the stories that came out about how awful the Dolphins were in an absolute embarrassment? It was so bad.
I heard that too.
Yeah, okay. So that's on top of my negativity.
I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Patriots finished last in the division.
Okay.
Tony?
I like the way you're thinking there, Scrape. I know Mike Vrabel is the great coach, but he got some work to do over there. I'm going to say the New England Patriots finish in Lee's ass.
Okay, Lee's ass place. Chris, your breakout for the division. Fantasy breakout.
He's going to get angry if I tell him that MVP is normally next.
Your MVP. Who's your MVP?
Josh Allen.
All right.
This could be anybody else.
I
mean, the Bills are about the same as good as the rest of the teams in this division, except for him, I think.
I don't see anybody else that can do it, so Josh Allen. Tony?
Yes, by default, I think it's got to be Josh.
All right.
Now
Chris,
we can break him out.
bold prediction. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Predictions.
Fantasy breakout, Chris, for the AFC East.
How about the running back for New England? Ohio State kid. Sorry, can't come up with his name at the moment.
It's gonna write Ohio State kid.
None of us were like, nah, can't help you.
By the way,
neither of you can help me here.
Julian Sayin held his own.
He did. He more than held his own.
National TV in a big
He
matchup.
played with some poise.
Yes.
Who was better, him or Arch Manning in that game? I don't even think it's really
Julian's
close.
saying
I know. I'm
Julian's
agreeing
saying,
with
wait,
you.
Yeah.
So if Arch Manning's the Heisman Trophy winner, then Julian's saying,
Again,
better dust off some room.
we've already discussed how stupid these preseason.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama fell to 21 in the polls. after they
Trayvon
lost.
Henderson is the name of the kid I want. from New
Trayvon.
England,
Oh, okay.
running back.
I'm going to say the fantasy breakout is going to be Patriots quarterback Drake May.
I'm
That
glad
could
you
be.
didn't take mine.
I had to pick him up last year because my quarterback got hurt, and he had some games that opened my eyes. So he can run, he can pass.
You got him.
They're just not going to have a good enough defense to keep him in range. Tony?
Breakout fantasy player, Justin Fields.
Play
Oh, okay. Play.
Jets quarterback, right, Tony?
That's right.
Yeah.
Chris, your bold prediction for the AFC East.
Well, I already gave it a couple of times, so I'm gonna improve on it.
okay.
Not only will Mike McDaniel not even come close to making it through this year, he's going to be fired. But I will add to that Tyreek Hill will not even come close to finishing the season with the Dolphins. He will be traded away by Thanksgiving.
He wasn't even named a captain this year.
They can't wait to get rid of this guy. And once they start doing bad, he will be easily the most annoying person on the planet. They'll have to cut him loose to somebody else.
All right.
That's hardly even a bold prediction, to be honest with you.
You know what my bold prediction is? This is going to be bold. Tua plays every game this year.
That's bold.
Tua is going to play
And
every
what
game.
other offensive line is going to keep him healthy? Because it's not the Dolphin offensive line going to keep him healthy.
I think he realized that he did a lot of work in the offseason on his mobility. He knows he's going to be running for his life each and every day. So
Now, eventually they're going to catch him at least once.
Oh, I can't wait for my bold prediction.
what is yours, Tony?
My bold prediction is that Aaron Glenn gets the Jets as a wild card team this year.
You got the Jets in the playoffs. He's got the Giants in the playoffs. What is happening
New
around
York
here?
is living well.
That is pretty good, I will say. I think Aaron Glenn's going to be great. He
I do
pretty
too.
much told Aaron Rodgers, we don't want you, which is a huge thing to do.
That was a good start.
I got to tell you, man. I like what I've heard from Aaron, man.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I've liked what I've heard from him.
What is he saying that you like?
He's not coming off as prickly as he normally does.
Is he realizing his mortality?
I think there's a little bit of that. I think there's something that happened during the offseason, but I think he actually is enjoying playing for Mike Tomlin. I don't know. It just feels different.
I want our
Listening to him
listeners
talking.
to stick around for my AFC North bold prediction. I
You've
don't
already
believe
made
Mike
it.
Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers are going to make it too long.
Yeah, I think this could be.
I think you're going to see them in the next WWE showdown. I don't know.
Oh, you think
Maybe
they're gonna crack?
Maybe
him?
Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers is saying the right things now, Tony. But the
When has he
old-
ever said the right things though? That's my
the
point.
old saying you
Good
can't
point.
change.
He
Cannot change spots on a
he
leopard. He's going to go
used-
back.
He
at some
usually
point.
says something. He usually doesn't say the right thing. He usually says the wrong thing,
Yeah.
but doesn't care that he said the wrong thing. He actually said the right thing.
Hmm.
They asked him. Someone actually brought up Bradshaw. I don't know if you guys know this.
Terry Bradshaw?
Terry Bradshaw's not a big fan of
the Rodgers
of Rodgers,
pickup.
and he had some pretty critical things, and it was read to him, and he took it like a champ. He didn't lambaste him like I thought he was going to. He showed some respect. He said, if he actually, I would love to sit down with him and chop it up. I don't know. Maybe I'm being fooled, but it felt like it was genuine.
I can't wait till you come on the air one day and say, Aaron Rodgers hoodwinked me. He got me. He got me. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
All right. Break time.
I'm stalling for this next segment.
Oh, it's a Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Skraby, I'm telling you right now, you can win this one. This is your
That's what
category
you say
for
every
you.
week.
I feel it today.
I mean, it's not his fault that you dropped the ball. Like, you should win some of these.
I feel you should win this one today, Skraby.
All right.
9:36 the time. That sound means the lineup's out. This is a lineup we've been waiting on.
We got a drum roll. Do we have one?
Might need a drum roll for this. Is Fernando in it? Is Jackson Merrill in it? Tony Gwynn Jr. has the answer.
The answer is
C.
yes.
Tony
C.
likes to say C.
C. Twice.
Both C.
Fernando back at the top of the lineup, followed by Luis, followed by Manny. Gavin Sheets cleaning up today.
Wow.
Followed by Razor Ramon. Jake Cronenworth. Oh, I skipped a guy. Jackson Merrill also back in the
Don't
lineup.
skip him, yeah.
He'll be in center field batting 6. Jake Cronenworth, Mason McCoy gets to start at short today, and Freddie Fermin back behind the dish. So
Let me
at least
go ahead.
you can all take at least a slight breath that Fernando's back in the lineup. Jackson is also back in the lineup.
But I'll just
Is
letting
there a
you
bet?
know, Ryan O'Hearn's not in the lineup, and
Oh,
that means the
God.
Ryan O'Hearn fans will be coming out of the woodwork on this one. Just saying. Not saying they're right, and I'm certainly not going to ever say they're wrong. I'm just saying they'll say something. All right, let's while you fret over that, let's check some traffic and get these guys ready for today's Fantabulous Sports Game Show.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Got a few problems here. A dump truck apparently dumped a bunch of wood debris in the 2 right lanes on northbound 15 just before Friars Road. Also eastbound 52 before the 15 collision involving a car and a pickup truck. They're in the center divide. And now getting reports of a big rig that is jackknifed southbound 125 before Spring Street. Got the 2 right lanes blocked. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, all you beautiful people out there, it's time to play one of our favorite games of the week.
All right.
We like to call it
Ooh, I'm going to go.
Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. And it starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
Quick tweet I just got in. Ello, you're an idiot.
Shut up. You did not just get that.
Because Ryan Hearn's not in the lineup. I'm like, I didn't make the lineup.
Fair enough.
Stop it.
Fair enough, tweeter.
Yeah, I knew you'd like it. I knew you'd like it.
Chris Ella, you're an idiot.
I don't make the lineup. How could you not put O'Hearn in the lineup? Yeah, sorry. My bad. I was thinking about it and it just slipped my mind.
Chris Ella, you're an idiot.
Slipped my mind. All right, here's today's
That's
fantastic.
cold work right there.
Here's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Skraby, you can win this one for sure. I don't know that you will, but I trust that you know the states in the union.
Of course.
That is what you will be guessing today, states in the union.
States, huh?
And the states you will be guessing are those Division I basketball schools that have the most by state.
Wait.
I know, I didn't say that right.
Oh my
I'll say it again. There are 361 Division I college basketball
Hey, let me
teams.
get a pen real quick.
361. Here you go. 361 NCAA Division I basketball teams. There are 21 states that have 7 or more teams in Division I.
In basketball.
In basketball.
Only.
Yes, basketball.
Oof.
That's crazy.
21 states have 7 or more schools that compete in Division I. And you guys would believe this because you know me well enough. I went through the standings yesterday
That's crazy.
and looked up the location of every school in the 361 schools.
That definitely is crazy.
My point being that this is just going to be a guess fest, I think, Skraby, and I think you have a shot to win this because it should be even up.
I think I'm still going to win this.
But Tony's still thinking you're going to win it. All right.
Tony's totally a basketball guy.
Yeah, he is. All right, so give me any of the 21 basketball schools that have more than 7 NCAA Division I teams.
Me?
Yes.
Your choice to go first.
Yeah, I'm perpetually first because I always lose.
Right.
I'm going to go with California.
California has 26 Division I teams. They are in first place. of all these states. Do you want me to name all 26 schools?
No. I can name San Diego State, USD, Berkeley,
UCLA,
USC,
Cal Northridge,
St. Mary's.
You guys are doing okay.
He says you guys are doing okay. USF.
I have them written down: Bakersfield, Northridge, Cal Poly, San Jose State, St. Mary, Santa Clara, Loyola, Pepperdine, Pacific, Cal Baptist. Anyway, on and on it goes. All right, 26 for California. Tony, I'm not going to name the rest of the states. Don't worry.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's got 15 NCAA Division I teams. That's correct. Pennsylvania's 5th on the list with 15.
I'm going to go to a state that has many sports, Texas.
Texas has 25. They're second. 2-1. Skraby leads. Tony.
Indiana.
Going down the list a little bit, but Indiana is correct. They have 11 teams in Indiana. Indiana's 13th on the list, but good enough. 2-2. Skraby.
I think
States with 7 or more NCAA Division I basketball teams.
What about Wisconsin?
What teams are you thinking there?
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Marquette.
How about UW Milwaukee?
Yep, that one too.
Yeah, that's it. Only 4. That's a strike. That's a strike. Wisconsin only has 4. He's already got a strike. Can we hear the buzzer, please?
He was leading you down the thing, having you guess the schools like you were going to get to 8 or 7.
I hate this game so much. I really do.
Can I hear the buzzer? Not official till we hear the buzzer. Skraby has Skraby, you have 1 strike.
I mean, it's just so funny.
21 correct answers. There's 17 left.
There's like 75 schools in Texas, but there's 4 in Wisconsin.
4 in Wisconsin. And you named them all, though. That was impressive.
There's more than 7 in Indiana. That's insane. Indiana's a smaller state.
That's the birthplace, man.
There's 11 in Indiana. It's not even close. They wanted and made it easy. All right, Tony, you're up.
Florida.
Florida's way up there with 14.
Why didn't I just say Florida?
I don't know. I thought
to.
for sure you were just going to keep naming the big states.
And then I got off the beaten path.
3-2.
Look what happened.
Tony's on top.
I led you there.
Skraby has a strike.
I'm going to go with
I hope you don't miss again.
New York.
New York. That a boy, Skraby. They got 21 in New York. That was painless. Well done. Tied at 3. But Skraby does have a strike. Tony, give me a state with more than 7 or more NCAA Division I basketball schools. Thinking? Wants to play a little strategy here. There's no guarantees. These are some of these were pretty crazy. There's some schools that nobody even knows. I mean, I ran into some wild names of schools that I didn't even know existed. I really had to look them up. I didn't know where they were at all.
Let's go out on a little bit of a limb here.
He says.
How about Alabama?
Alabama with 9.
Yeah,
Good
buddy.
enough. Alabama.
Yeah, buddy.
Troy is like a school that's in Alabama.
Yes.
It's one of the odd ones there. Troy State used to be Auburn, Alabama, right?
Alabama, Birmingham.
Alabama State, South Alabama, North Alabama. There's a lot of them.
Is Weaver? I
No,
don't know.
that's in.
Don't start saying other states. You're in the middle of a contest here. 4-3, Tony.
Touche.
Yeah.
What you got, Skrabe?
Skrabe, what you got?
I'm scared.
Scared to guess.
Yeah.
There's you still got 15 correct answers. I like your chances here. You can pretty much eliminate like Alaska. You know, there's not going to be 7 there, so
Hawaii too.
Probably can eliminate Hawaii.
All right, let's go with
states with 7 or more.
They better have 7 or more schools in this state.
Better.
Because they claim that they are the college basketball state.
Wow.
North Carolina.
North Carolina's 4th with 19.
Okay,
There's
thank
a ton of them in North Carolina.
I was going to be angry at North Carolina for a second.
Skraby, you got the top 4. You got all 4 of the top ones. So good for you on that.
Good for you, man. You got the top 4.
You got the
I don't
top
need your
4.
placating over there.
North Carolina's got a lot of weird, like East Carolina is in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was in the state of East Carolina.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of this one earlier.
All right. Tony Gwynn, 4-4 with Skraby 1 strike. 13 correct answers left.
Shout out to my boy Jake Cronenworth.
Jake?
I wasn't sure after.
Give
I
me
guessed.
Michigan.
Michigan. Boy, you just made it, Tony.
Woo!
They got 7.
Right
Right on the line.
Central. They got a bunch of directionals, don't they?
They got Central. They got Northern. They got Michigan State.
That really annoys me because I was
They
going to
got
guess
Oakland
Michigan.
University is in Michigan.
That's another one.
But Michigan's only got 7. You just made
Right
it by
on the nose,
skinny
baby.
chin there. But it's a win. It's correct. 5-4 Tony on top. And by the way, if anybody wants to double check my math on these, go right ahead. You're more than welcome to look all this up, but it's going to take you about an hour to look it all up. So
It's going to
just
take you
know.
about as long as I thought it was going to take me to redo the schedule on our.
Oh, yeah. Scrag, you need one here. There's a 14, 13, 13, 13, 12, 12 are still left. Some big ones.
You know what?
It's not easy, though. I get it.
I can name at least 5 from this state,
Oh.
and I'm just hoping that there's 2 more.
Okay.
Ohio.
13 in Ohio. You got a ton there. You're good.
I don't know why you did the.
I like to scare
like
you.
I barely got in there.
Toledo.
It did feel like you
Toledo,
barely got there.
Akron, Ohio
Akron.
State, Cincinnati, Dayton, Ohio University.
Yeah, you just about did it right there. Yeah, 13 in Ohio. Lots of them. Very good, Scrape.
Yeah, you are stiff arming this second strike, man.
5 to 5.
Yeah,
Making
I've
it
learned a
difficult.
lot. I've
5
learned
to
a lot.
Making
5.
it
Scrape has got
difficult.
1 strike, but still in good shape. 11 correct answers left. It's getting a little tougher, I have a feeling. But anyway, Tony, you're up. States with 7 or more Division I basketball schools. Take the big ones off. California, Texas, New York, North Carolina. Scraby got all 4 of those. Tony got the next 2 in line, Pennsylvania and Florida.
Ooh, man.
Who's next? Who else? Tony's pick.
Ah,
Harder to get at this point, I will say.
how about?
How about
Do they got enough institutions there?
institutions?
Do they have any places of higher learning there?
Higher learning.
How about Georgia?
Georgia. Another one was 7, Tony. You're just getting into the wire. Georgia Tech are the 2 that you would know. Mercer, it helps you there.
Georgia State, D1?
I think Georgia Tech, or Georgia State and Georgia Southern. So
Yeah.
that's 5. And then there's a couple more. You just got in there. You made it.
Ooh.
6 to 5. There's still some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have double figures
Oh,
that you can get that give you a little breathing room.
There's 5?
And then
That's a
there's
lot. That
10
is a
total
lot.
answers correct. 5 of them have double figures. The other 5 have 9, 8, or 7. 10 correct answers left. Scraby, you're trailing 6-5. You need a state with 7 or more Division I college basketball programs.
Let me try this one because I can name at least 4.
Oh, okay.
Kansas.
Kansas. What 4 can you name?
Kansas Jayhawks, Kansas State, Wichita State, and then
Shockers?
Yes, the Shockers. There's one more. I'm just forgetting the name right now.
I'm pretty sure you are forgetting the name because Kansas only has 3. That is
Yowza.
incorrect.
I'm forgetting the 4th one.
I don't think you are forgetting the 4th because they don't have a 4th. There's 3 schools in Kansas. Scraby's got strike 2.
Kansas.
Kansas.
Tony's like the new state of Tonyville. Oh my gosh, they have 9.
They have 7. All they need is 7. Tony's found them all so far. There's one more that has 7, Tony, if you want to really try to go by the edge here again.
No, I'm trying to not avoid
You don't want to
the
go
edge
on the
here.
edge? All right. You got a 6-5 lead with 10 correct answers to go. Scraby's with 2 Ks now.
How about Illinois?
Yeah, way up there, 13. Illinois got a lot. DePaul, Northwestern, Chicago State, I think, has one, and then Illinois and Southern Illinois and Illinois State,
Yeah.
and a lot of those.
Yeah, they got the
Illinois ones.
directionals.
A lot of directionals there. Yeah, that makes it 7-5. And Scraby's on the doorstep. He needs one here to stay alive.
Knock,
correct
knocking
answers.
on heaven's door.
Scraby, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 left in double figures that are way up there. But you haven't got them yet.
Okay, let me think for a second.
Oh, I just thought of one.
Skraby, did you think of that? Did you think of that? Wait, Skraby, did you think of that 4 school in Kansas yet?
Gwynland. No, I'm gonna go with just hoping.
You're hoping.
Hope I know.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
She'll be coming around the mountain.
They got the UT.
They got 13. A lot of them in Tennessee.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the East Tennessee states and a couple Chattanoogas. Yeah,
Middle Tennessee.
Yep, very good. Great, you got it. 7-6.
Memphis.
8 to go. 8 to go. Tony's in the lead. Tony. 3 in double figures and 5 other ones.
How about Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, where the wind comes whistling down the drain. What do you got in Oklahoma, Tony?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Tulsa.
Is that it?
There's
Tulsa,
a Tulsa.
yeah, Tulsa.
There's a Tulsa.
That
and there's only one other one that I don't know. It's only 4. Oklahoma's a strike.
Finally.
Oklahoma's only got 4.
I just came up with a new one.
Oh, Skraby trying to tie it back up here. What you got, Scrape?
Strike 3.
Don't tell me you forgot it already. You just got it.
I'm trying to count to make sure there's at least a little bit. You got Tulane. You got the Raging Cajuns.
Oh, listen, you go ahead and give up your thing.
Louisiana.
They got 12. Good job, Scrape.
Why did you say, oh, no?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought
Tony
you did.
said, oh, no.
No, I didn't say anything.
I think Chris said, oh, no.
Tulane, New Orleans. Yeah, Raging Cajuns. Louisiana.
LSU.
LSU, a lot of Louisianans there.
All right, Louisiana Tech, where Terry Bradshaw went to college.
Right. Tied at 7. And but Tony's got the lead on the strike count. And Tony's turn. There's 2 more in double figures, then 5 others. It's getting a little hectic now.
It is getting a little
There's
hectic.
one state that has 14 and one has 12. Those 2 you have not named yet. The other ones are a little tighter, tougher.
Washington.
Washington. Who you got there? Tony, Gonzaga, Washington State.
Seattle University.
Seattle University. I've been there before, but that's all I got. They got 5 in Washington.
Wow. I have new life.
You've totally tied it back up. It's 7-7. You both have 2
we gotta go to
strikes.
break.
No. I'm going to give my guess right now.
No, we got to go to break.
I hate doing the break.
Well, then play it through.
I hate doing the
Play
break.
through it. It's up to you. You're the producer. If you want to play through the top of the hour, I don't know if you can do it. You're going to get in trouble?
Adam's voice is yelling at him.
You're going to get in trouble, or can you do it?
Adam was yelling at me in my head.
Adam, all right. We're tied at 7. You both have 2 strikes. So
Tony's going to look up the rest of the schools when
you both have an equal chance to think right now. Coming back with a finish.
And Chris versus the fans.
4 o'clock hour is here. So is Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, and Matt Skraby. Finishing up what has turned out to be a competitive, fantabulous
It's an all-timer
sports game show. Skraby wanted to get his guests off before we went to break. He was not allowed to do so. Talked himself out of it.
I did.
So with that being said, let's hop right back into it.
It's really been great, guys, and we're down to the end here. If you just tuned in, we will play some Chris versus the fans once this matchup is over.
I got it.
But here are the category today was to name the 21 U.S. states that have 7 or more NCAA Division I basketball schools, and Tony jumped out to the lead here. And then I got a couple of strikes. Skraby has caught up. Now, Skraby has got 7 correct answers: California, Texas, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Tennessee, and I almost said LSU, but Louisiana. Tony's got 7 correct answers with Pennsylvania, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Alabama, Georgia, and Michigan. And then both guys have 2 strikes. Skraby got strikes. Incorrect guesses with Wisconsin and Kansas. Tony missed with Washington and Oklahoma. None of those have 7. So 7 is the lucky number because you guys both have scored 7, and there are 7 correct answers left. Problem is you both have 2 strikes. So you're right on the doorstep here. We're down to the nitty-gritty. It is Skraby's turn. And I must say, Skraby was just chatting me up during the break. I would have locked myself in a room if I were him. And tried to come up with a couple of these.
I'm used to losing this game.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, that's why.
Your
Your
honesty is respected.
I'm able to compartmentalize.
Yeah. All right, your guess, Skrabe, for the lead here. Put the pressure on Tony if you can get one here. Keep it going. Got 7 correct wins to go. You need a state with 7 or more Division I college basketball programs.
I have 2 states in mind.
You have 2 states that you're thinking about.
Tick, 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 tick.
You want to talk it out loud or no? Because that would
that'll give Tony.
That might tip me off.
That might help your opponent. Can't really talk it out loud. You just gotta suffer in silence over there.
We do have to go to break at some point, though. So
I think I'm going to give him all the time he wants because I want to see the anguish on his face as he tries to figure this out.
Well, that's not nice.
Still to come in this hour, we have our Big Five. We have Chris and Tony's NFL Pick'em for Week 1. But right now,
all right,
Fantabulous Game Show.
Let's go. Here we go.
Who are you going with, Skrabe?
I'm counting at least 4.
Lord. Come on, let's go.
4.
Who you got?
So I'm hoping a couple more
will just appear. They'll just appear.
He doesn't want to say it. He's so nervous.
I don't want to go with that.
Why don't you go with somebody where you can think of 9 of them?
Well, I can't. Okay. All right. I can count at least 4.
Do you want to pass?
No.
You want to pass?
I can count at least 4 in the state. And I have no idea if there's more.
I hope for your sake there are. I really do.
I keep thinking the state is too small.
Guess.
Well, do you want to tell us the 2 you're between?
No.
Okay.
All right, I'll just guess.
All right. Which one are you going with? What's your official guess? State with 7 or more Division I basketball schools is?
Arizona.
And what was your other guess?
I can only come up with 3.
What was your other guess?
Colorado.
Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
If I lost, it's fine.
Well, I'll give you the bad news first. The bad news, Arizona's wrong. The good news is Colorado is also wrong, so you couldn't have possibly got it right. But Tony needs one to win because Tony has to beat you. Otherwise, we continue the game. Arizona has 4. They have ASU. They
GCU.
Yes, Arizona State, Northern Arizona, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I did not think of GCU.
Grand Canyon.
Which is weird.
Which is weird. You missed that one, Tony.
Out of all the schools.
Arizona State, and Northern Arizona. I did not have GCU.
Colorado's got 5 scrapes, so they come up short as well.
Let me write that down. We're Colorado, X, and what was the other one? Arizona.
Yeah,
Arizona.
That was funny. I'm between 2 of them.
Well, I'm trying to think of states that are like kind of big.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not thinking right. I'll tell you what you should have been thinking at the end of the game. If Tony wins it here, and
I'm going with Oregon.
Ooh, I was not sure. I can only think of 2. Oh, Portland.
They only have 4 also. That's another strike. Sorry.
Wow!
The game continues.
No way! Wait, I have 3 strikes, though.
So does he. You got to go the whole turn.
Oh, man.
New life.
This is
New
great.
Life. You guys are both alive. Now it goes until one gets one right and one gets one wrong.
All right. I got my next one.
Oregon has 4 also, Tony. They have Oregon, Oregon State, Portland, and maybe Portland State.
Oh, definitely got those 4. I thought there was another. There's wasn't there like a Western Oregon or a Northern Oregon?
There could be, but
you didn't have it on your list.
I don't have them all memorized. All right. There's a 14 out there. There's a 12, and there's 9, 9, 8, 8, 7. Those are the amounts of the 7 correct answers. Neither of you, it's hard to do. I get it. And if you would have done the research I did, you'd understand what I'll tell you at the end.
All right.
But go ahead, Skrabe.
I'm going to go with an old state.
An oldie but a goodie.
For a long time.
An oldie but a goodie.
I'm going to go with Virginia.
Gosh!
Virginia.
Dog it.
Virginia's got 14 schools.
What?
Yeah.
That's
That
insanity.
was going to be my next one.
Here's the thing. They got like George Mason. And they got
George Washington.
Virginia Commonwealth. They got
all
of
these little
Tech.
tiny places. Norfolk State.
Ah.
There's a million of them evidently in Virginia. 14's worth. So you're ahead 8-7. Now Tony needs one to tie. 6 correct answers remaining. Tony.
Missouri.
Oh, I didn't even forgot they were a state.
Missouri's got St. Louis. They got Southwest Missouri. They got Missouri. They only have 6 though. Unbelievable.
I thought I was dead.
Good stuff, Skrabe.
Man, this
That was
turned
good.
my entire day around.
That was a good one.
The Padres are going to kill the Orioles.
Hey, y'all
tonight
seeing
now.
this up here? This is more good news.
Oh, Pittsburgh's up 4-0 on the Dodgers.
Wow, all kinds of things are happening in our favor.
This is amazing.
Shout out to Tommy Pham. One for one with a dud. 2
That
RBIs.
Yeah, 4-0 Pirates. Good start there for sure off Kershaw.
I cannot believe this happened.
Yeah, you
That
know
was a
what
good
you,
one.
you
That
know
was
what
a
you
good
guys,
one.
That was a good one.
What you didn't get to was all the little. These are all in the Eastern Seaboard, and they're all with these little tiny schools that have like 400 students, and they all have Division I schools. South Carolina has 12.
I didn't trust it.
Maryland
trust it
has
either.
9. Massachusetts 9. Kentucky 8. I thought you'd get New Jersey because that's a pretty big state. They
That
have
was my
8.
next.
And then this one, this was almost impossible to get, but somehow Utah has 7.
They got Weber.
Yeah.
They
I
got
forgot.
a Utah State, Utah Tech, University.
Right.
BYU.
So, yeah, Missouri had 6 and
I
just
hate
missed.
losing to you, Skraby. I must say.
Cyrus
Doesn't
on the
have
chat. Thank you. Congrats, Skraby.
You earned that one. That was good.
That
was a good
I
one.
wish, is there any way, can you go to the stream and go back and rewind? I want to see you go like this again. When you're pumping both fists. You look like, what was that knock'em sock'em robot? You were just punching away.
I will clip that later. I gotta wait till the end.
That was pretty fun.
Oh man, that was
Good
good.
game.
That was
Good
good. Good
game.
game, Tony. Good
Good
game.
game.
All right.
I honestly thought it was over. So
Yeah, well, you never can tell in these things.
see, if I can win, the Padres can win too, guys.
And the Dodgers are down 4-0. So that's all good news to start the 4 o'clock hour for sure. If you just tuned in, Fernando's in the lineup, as is Jackson Merrill. Sorry, Ryan O'Hearn fans. Just suck it up one night. He's getting a night off to rest. It's
Just a
okay.
day off.
Let it go.
Yeah,
Just
just
let
a
it
day off.
Let it go. It's okay. But he should be in there every time against righties. I can hear you yelling already out there. What else we got?
Well, we do need to play Chris versus the fans.
We
but I
only have
think
a
we're too
minute
late,
left in
yeah.
the segment, so we'll have to table that for the time being. I'm trying to see if
There was
there's
something that happened that I was going to share. I can't remember what it was, though.
It's great. Well, it's not going to help us.
Oh, that's what it was.
Ooh, here's
San Diego
one.
State, UCLA. That's what I was going to.
Ah,
For those who didn't know, we've had the secret matchups between San Diego State, UCLA basketball over the.
It's not going to be so secret this year.
No secret this year. October 17th, the two teams will face off in the Viejas Arena.
Oh, can people go?
Spectators allowed.
Whoa.
Schools are taking advantage of a new NCAA rule permitting preseason games between Division I opponents in front of paying customers and not just for charity. The October 17th game will be outside the season ticket package, with seats sold at a reduced rate to benefit revenue-sharing funds of both schools. SDSU is expected to release more details about pricing and logistics in the coming days. Viejas Arena season ticket holders likely will get the first shot at the seats, followed by season ticket holders for San Diego State. So, anyway, the game
October
is actually
17th.
going to happen, and
Seats
will be sold at a reduced rate, it sounds like.
I like that, and why not do that? I mean, they've been doing this in secret for 4 or 5 years, only that
charity,
it's not a secret because
right.
Mark Ziegler breaks the story every time. So just play the game and
Mark is on this story as well.
Let us go to it.
It's fitting.
One other quick note that you baseball fans will like, or may Padre fans for sure. Ha-Seong Kim is back, not with the Padres. He's been claimed by the Atlanta Braves and is starting at shortstop tonight for the Atlanta Braves. So Ha-Seong Kim, that did not work out for him in Tampa at all.
No.
What did he do?
He was hurt most of the time.
Yeah, he was hurt most of the time. But not much with it with Tampa Bay. He's now the Braves. He basically is the Braves starting shortstop. They don't have one. So Ha-Seong Kim back with Atlanta. All right. Break time, and then NFL Pick'em for the first time. Tony did lose, surprisingly, the Fantabulous, but he is the two-time champ of the Pick'em, so we'll get to that after traffic.
From the
Chris, hello. Yeah, we're here in Cooperstown for 97.3 The Fan. So excited, the induction weekend for the great Trevor Hoffman. What a class he's going in with, too. Let's take a look. Of course, Alan Trammell from Kearney High School in San Diego. And then, of course, the Detroit Tigers, great shortstop. Jack Morris in a Tiger uniform there, but I always remember him pitching that 1-0 shutout in Game 7 of the 1991 World Series for the Minnesota Twins. Maybe the greatest postseason pitching performance of all time. Chipper Jones, Padre fans remember him. Every fan of a National League team remembers him because he would come in and do damage to that team. Only the second #1 overall pick in the Major League Draft, Chipper Jones, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. The other is Ken Griffey Jr. Vladimir Guerrero, never met a pitch he couldn't swing at, and powerhouse hitter for the Expos, and then, of course, the Angels at the end of his career. Jim Thome, over 600 home runs, mostly with the Cleveland Indians. And then, the guy down here on the end who used to get all these guys out all the time, Trevor Hoffman, the greatest Padre reliever of them all. Two of the greatest outfielders in the history of baseball. Of course, you've got Babe Ruth right here. Ted Williams right over there. I was wondering who the third outfielder would be. And then, of course, it hit me. Tony would be upset if I didn't say that the third outfielder, who will someday probably be displayed right here between these two guys, is obviously Mike Trout. And this is the San Diego Padres locker room here in Cooperstown. Obviously, a couple of jerseys there and hats, gloves, all-star stuff. I think the most interesting thing in this entire display, though, especially this weekend, is a picture in the top corner of Angus Young. He's the guitarist for AC/DC, wearing a Trevor Hoffman uniform, obviously playing Hell's Bells. I know that Trevor went to many AC/DC concerts and was honored by sitting in the front row to watch AC/DC play Hell's Bells in his honor. But there's a picture of Angus Young playing Hell's Bells for Trevor Hoffman, wearing the 51 jersey right there. Chris, hello. Yeah, we're here in Cooperstown for 97.3 The Fan. So excited, the induction weekend for the great Trevor Hoffman. What a class he's going in with, too. Let's take a look. Of course, Alan Trammell from Kearney High School in San Diego. And then, of course, the Detroit Tigers' great shortstop, Jack Morris, in a Tiger uniform there, but I always remember him pitching that 1-0 shutout in Game 7 of the 1991 World Series for the Minnesota Twins. Maybe the greatest postseason pitching performance of all time. Chipper Jones, Padre fans remember him. Every fan of a National League team remembers him because he would come in and do damage to that team. Only the second #1 overall pick in the Major League Draft, Chipper Jones, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. The other is Ken Griffey Jr. Vladimir Guerrero. Never met a pitch he couldn't swing at. And powerhouse hitter for the Expos and then, of course, the Angels at the end of his career. Jim Thome, over 600 home runs, mostly with the Cleveland Indians. And then, oh, yeah, the guy down here on the end who used to get all these guys out all the time, Trevor Hoffman, the greatest Padre reliever of them all. Two of the greatest outfielders in the history of baseball. Of course, you've got Babe Ruth right here. Ted Williams right over there. I was wondering who the third outfielder would be. And then, of course, it hit me. Talk about a hang with him. Marketa Vondrasova, tennis player, former Wimbledon champion, actually, was ready to play Arina Sabalenka in the U.S. Open quarterfinals today. Got hurt. Evidently warming up this afternoon, practicing something, and unable to play. So Sabalenka goes right through to the semifinals. Pulled out of the match with an injured knee during warm-up. I again felt my knee, consultation, tournament doctor, decided not to risk aggravating the injury. I don't know. I think I'd risk aggravating the injury. You're in the U.S. Open. You can rest later. I know. I know it's not the smart thing to do. I'm joking, but that's just, I hang with them, I guess, best you can do. That's Sabalenka tough. Goes to the semifinals against Jessica Pegula, whose father owns the Buffalo Bills. The quarterfinals on the men's side tonight, big one coming up between Djokovic and Taylor Fritz. San Diego's own. And man, does he embrace the city of San Diego like no other. I don't know if he's ever even mentioned it or if anybody's ever asked him about it.
It's great. Why are you shaking your head, man?
Because he just takes shots at Taylor Fritz every single time.
Because we can't get him on the show, and I don't know how much if he's ever even known what we've asked. So I don't know if no, I don't know if we've asked him. I think we've asked his representatives.
I've asked the reps. They have not.
You know, it's okay if someone doesn't come on the show.
It's not. Not for me.
It's okay.
It's not.
They don't have to come on our show.
Yes, they do. I wish you would. All right, let's play some.
It's not coming.
Can we tell everybody our plan on Chris versus the fans? Because we did say we were going to play it.
We're not playing it today. That's the plan.
Jeez. Now you're going to deliver it in a little better way.
That was straight to the point.
Yeah, well, we finished. We had the Fantabulous Game Show went into overtime today.
We'll give away 2 prizes tomorrow because actually I should read the prize because we should.
They do pay for that mention. Yes.
If when you play tomorrow, you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to the Head and the Heart at Gallagher Square on September 29th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Awesome.
Blossom.
All right, let's go. What do we got? Oh, it's Chris versus Tony.
You're driving the show.
NFL pick
It's time for Tony and Chris to face off. Playing for a season-long prize of pride.
I see pride. I see power.
The guys make their picks, and then they stress over their picks all weekend.
No, please, no.
Gwynn and Chris NFL Pick'em starts now.
This is a contest that really it's going back to the beginning of the days of the show. I think we've done it for the whole time. Tony and I picked the NFL games, but in our way, 3-point game, 2-point game, 1-point game. And then we pick an upset. Team has to win straight up against the spread. Tony won last year. And he became the first repeat champion.
The champ is here.
Right. We'd gone back and forth every year for, 5 or 6 years. But last year, Tony won to make it back-to-back. So now he's trying for 3 in a row. And the reason you won last year is very simple.
Yes, it was.
Every time you picked a team to pull an upset, they did it.
They hooked me up.
It just happened over and over again.
It was crazy.
I think I hit the first 5 of the year
at least, and I never even caught up. It was a year-long frustration for me. But away we go again in 2025. 3-point game is first. Tony gets to go first the first week because he's the defending champ. So any game on the board, Tony, you're not picking against the spread at this point. You're just picking a 3-point winner, the game you feel most confident about in week 1. Who do you got? You can have anybody. And by the way, we do not, and I think Skraby will back us up here, Tony and I do not just throw these out there.
No.
We think about this stuff
serious business.
Probably far too much. So
I will do America's team getting stomped out tomorrow.
Tony
on
takes the
Thursday.
Eagles for the 3-point game. All right, I'll take Denver. It's amazing how things have changed. I read one report somewhere that said Bo Nix is going to throw 5 TDs this week. Denver hosts Tennessee.
I was going to say, who's putting that prediction out there?
Bo Nix, my wife picked him up in the 6th or 7th round.
Reach!
You think it's a reach?
It's just a fun thing to say for that.
It is fun to say, but if she heard you, she'll be all upset now the rest of the night. Thanks, Skraby. Thanks a lot. No, Skraby said I was reaching.
Please don't pay attention to me, Lori. I really don't know what I'm talking about. He only threw he got better throughout the year.
He was also the 7th highest scoring quarterback in all of fantasy football last year. So,
he threw a touchdown pass in every game except for the first 3.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one more. Yeah. So
anyway.
Only 4 out of the 17.
A lot of people think Bo Nix is going to be really good this year. We'll see if it works out. Anyway, that's my 3-point pick. Tony for 2 points. Next up. The week 1 schedule, pretty good matchups up and down the board here. Not a lot of blowouts expected. Plus,
Give
weeks
me,
one's always hard to
I'll take Arizona on the road.
pick. AZ at New Orleans. Yeah, it's going to be a long year for the old Aints. This might be one of their chances to win, though. We'll see. Who's starting for them? Spencer
Rattler.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to bode too well.
Pick sixes. Get yourself ready, corners.
Pick sixes.
I'm just gonna pick up the defense playing the Saints every week.
There are people who do that in fantasy. I'll take the Washington Commanders against the Giants. Giants. I know Russell Wilson played well last year in Washington. That was a great game. I think Pittsburgh actually won that game. So we'll see, but I'll take Washington for my 2. All right, 1 point, Tony. Who you got? Everything else is really tight on the spread. Or most every other game.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
The Bungles.
The Bungles.
The Bungles at the Browns.
That's a rivalry game. That's not.
That is Cincinnati. And plus Cincinnati. The one thing with Cincinnati, they're trying to really work on this, but they always get off to the slow start. We'll see if it happens this year. All right, I got to find a 1 point game. The next highest spread is Pittsburgh at the Jets, but there is no way you can go Aaron Rodgers going into New York, man. The crowd's going to be crazy. Wow, these are tough. I don't like any of these. I'll take the no.
Sound like me over there.
I know Stafford's hurt. I was going to take the Rams there for a second. Houston could beat them. I read something today that New England's going to be very fired up to face the Raiders because Josh McDaniels is the offensive coordinator in New England, and he's going to take it out on the Raiders for firing him. But why should I risk it on Josh McDaniels? All right, I'll try Jacksonville. Carolina. I'll take Jacksonville at home. Beat Carolina. Matchup of 2 not really great teams, but I'll take the home squad. Jacksonville for 1. All right, now time. We reset the board, and Tony picks an upset. This is a team that he thinks is going to win straight up. And if they win, they're an underdog. They win, he gets the points that they are underdog by, added to his score. Tony Gwynn Jr., who's your upset pick? And for those of you out there, you should pay close attention because he's almost always right on these. I know what you're taking. I already know what you're taking.
No, you don't. What are you about taking?
You're taking the Chargers.
No, I'm not taking.
You're not?
I'm not taking.
Really? The Chiefs are favored by 3.
I'm going bigger than that.
You're going bigger
I'm
than
going
that?
bigger than that.
Okay.
Give me,
You're taking the G-Men.
Nope. Give me your boy Cam Ward to take down
What?
the Broncos.
Yeah, the first
Wow,
game.
that's crazy.
Okay.
I mean, if there is like fool's gold for the Titans, it's game 1.
Game 1. Catch
Tony?
you slipping. That's why this is best shot.
Bo Nix is already looking forward to week 2.
He already thinking about the 5 touchdowns he's thrown already.
Tony's going for a 7-pointer if Cam Ward wins his debut at Denver.
He's already thinking about the 5 touchdowns.
I wasn't even worried about this game, but now I am. Now that Tony picked them. All right, I'm not going to go as hardcore. I'm going to go with Detroit.
That's a good one, too.
At Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 2.5, so I only get 2 points if I'm right. But I think Parsons, although it makes a difference, I do still think Detroit is the best team in the league, and we'll see if they can prove it. I thought you would take the Chargers for sure, Tony, against the Chiefs. But not to be.
It was too low. I needed
too low. He wanted heavy. He wanted to jump out to a big lead and just put me in your rearview mirror already.
Put the pressure on you early.
Yeah, you may have done so.
All right, I struck a chord. Bet Bo Nix does better than Brock Purdy.
Okay, there we go.
We knew there was going to be some Brock Purdy.
I've already said it.
Who's that chat from? Miss L'Oreella.
I've already said it. The 49ers are preparing to have a losing season. So
I won't be surprised if the Niners are all right.
They're not going to.
I would.
I wouldn't be.
They don't have a wide receiver.
They got running backs, and you know
they finished in last place. That is not happening.
You know your boy is going to run Christian McCaffrey into the ground.
I don't think he will.
I don't think McCaffrey's going to make it through the whole season. I really don't.
That's why I think they're going to miss.
But
the
you
playoffs.
got a good backup.
Brian Robinson.
You just acquired him. I bet you he's going to be good in that system.
I bet you they run him not that this is 49er talk, but I bet you they run him in like short yardage situations so they can just beat up his body and not Christian McCaffrey's.
I can see that too.
He's a tough runner.
I bet you're wrong. I bet you Christian McCaffrey carries the ball 38 times a game and Brian Robinson gets it once.
All right, let's make a side bet. Does Christian McCaffrey have over under? I should actually look at the DraftKings, but I'm going to say 17 and a half carries on Sunday.
First game?
Yeah.
First game?
I would say
I wouldn't say.
I wouldn't say he's going to get 17.
He'll get 25
He might get
touches.
17. Yeah, he might get 25 total touches or 20 total touches.
But we're talking, carries.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to get 17 of them.
Okay.
That's first game.
I agree with you.
49ers are in Seattle for the opener. Those wondering. All right, we got a Big Five coming up next. Padres lineup is out. Fernando's in there tonight. Merrill's in there tonight. Rejoice, but only if Darvish.
Give the people what they want, gentlemen. Get them a win. People want to win really
Orioles
bad.
lineup is out, by the way, and it's again a bunch of guys I've never heard of, so that bothers me. Big Five coming next.
Hey, Tony Gwynn Jr. first, got some business to take care of. Here's some traffic.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Trouble on southbound 15, rollover crash near the 52, blocking the 3 right lanes. Also southbound 805 before Balboa, 2-vehicle accident over to the right shoulder. We also have a stall partially in the right lane, southbound 5, just past Washington Street. Collision on northbound 15 before West Bernardo. That's over the right shoulder. A couple vehicles involved. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, first, this hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Islands Restaurants. Summer refreshment, paradise, and ambiance, and the best burgers in town, like the Big Wave with cheese and fresh-cut fries, $10 now for a limited time only. Visit one of our Islands restaurants throughout Southern California today. Dine in only. We are going to be talking about Ha-Seong Kim. We're going to be talking about Dan Lanning. And Johnny Manziel was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and he had something to say about the Browns. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. So let's get right into it.
Number 5.
Now, also at 5 p.m., Jason Adam has talked to the media today following his injury. So we're going to hear from him a little bit, which I give him credit for standing up with the media. Well, maybe he was sitting. I don't know if he was standing.
Standing up with the media.
Yeah, I mean, it might be hard without a quad muscle to stand. So anyway, we'll bring you some of what he said a little bit later. But Padre fan favorite Ha-Seong Kim has had a tough season with injury with the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Rays shockingly put him on waivers. The Braves ended up claiming him. And for all the Padres fans that thought Padres should claim him, the Braves had a better waiver order. So that's why they did. But they ended up claiming him and will be on the hook for a $16 million player option next season. So basically, the Braves are okay with him picking up the option to make him their starting shortstop next season. Tony, would you pay Ha-Seong Kim $16 million?
No, I would not. He, even for his time here in San Diego, he was often hurt and missed time. And $16 million is quite a bit of money. I mean, that's $2 million more than Luis Ariz, isn't it?
It is, yeah. When you put it in that perspective.
I would say no. I would not pay him $16 million to play shortstop next year.
All right. Chris, would you pay Ha-Seong Kim $16 million to play shortstop next year?
No. Goodness. But I think the Braves are going to. I don't know why they would have claimed him otherwise.
No, I think
what's even the point?
Yeah, I think that's what they're thinking. Hey, we're just going to pay this guy $16 million.
They're going to pay him. There's no reason they would have claimed him. Otherwise, because throw him back in the pile. I think a more interesting question, not that your questions are always good. Your questions are always good. But I thought we talked about this, you and I, last week. And over the weekend, Walker Buehler got claimed by the Phillies. We talked about the fact that the Padres picked before the Phillies.
Yeah, so they passed.
In terms of the waiver claim. And they obviously didn't, pick Walker Buehler. Now, there's money and all of that involved. Just curious, Tony, would you have made a deal with the craziness that comes with having Walker Buehler? Because the Phillies did it, and I think we do get ahead because they had a better record than we did, so we could have picked him apparently from the way I understand the rules.
Yeah, I mean, I think Walker still has good stuff. I think he's got some good mileage left on him, but who would you be replacing at this point? That
I don't know.
And I think that's where it really boils down to.
And let's also be known that happened before the Jason Adam injury happened.
Yes, it did.
So you can't put both of those together.
And by the way, Buehler's a starter. I don't know that he's got a whole lot of experience coming out of the bullpen. That's just my thought.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Dodgers are making a comeback.
Nice. Is it still 4-2?
It's 4-3 now. Shohei Ohtani hit his 100th home run of his major league. Or wait, no, he's hit over 100 home runs. Why did it say that? Oh, with the Dodgers. Sorry, with the Dodgers.
It's
all right,
still 4-3.
4-3.
2
Pirates.
outs.
Pirates.
Bubba Chandler in the game.
4-3. Bubba Chandler not getting it done today.
Number 4.
All right, Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. He had some pretty good quotes, over the years. We've heard him say, "I'm a man. I'm 40," and something else about his mullet. But he may be hitting the right chord with some people.
And something else about his mullet. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he's always talking about his mullet. Oklahoma State plays Oregon on Saturday, and Gundy said to ESPN, Oregon is paying a lot of money for their team. From a non-conference standpoint, there's coaches saying they should play teams with similar budgets, which I don't think is the craziest thing in the world. But here is what Dan Lanning, who Oregon is playing, or Oregon's head coach. Sorry, I'm trying to put this on the stream, and it's just not working out for me right now. I'm having a terrible day with the technology. But here's what Dan Lanning said in response to the Mike Gundy comments.
Like I said, I got a ton of respect for Coach Gundy. Ultimately, how blessed are we to be in a place that's invested in winning? If you want to be a top 10 team in college football, you better be invested in winning. And we spend to win. Some people save to have an excuse for why they don't, right? And ultimately, he's a great coach. They've done an unbelievable job, but I want to be a team that's competing at the highest level. And we're really fortunate to be in that situation. So I can't speak on their situation. I have no idea, what they got in their pockets over there. I'm sure UT Martin maybe didn't have as much as them last week, and they played. So we'll let it play out.
Okay.
There's Dan Lanning.
UT Martin versus Oklahoma State. So, UT Martin didn't have the same money. Dan Lanning, no wonder I'm not a fan. I never really have been. Now I kind of know why. But go ahead. What's the question?
Yeah, the question is.
Do I like Dan Lanning? No, I don't like him.
No, I was going to ask you, Chris, is he right?
I guess so. I don't know. Here's the first thing about Oklahoma State. They had a guy named T. Boone Pickens. Do you remember this name at all? He was one of the richest people in history, and he was an Oklahoma State guy. And he gave them more money than anybody ever had a right to have in a program in the early part of this century, before the NIL stuff was, wide open. And what's funny? Oklahoma State had one of the better teams there for a few years. Evidently, T. Boone doesn't keep up with whatever Oregon does now. So Oklahoma State's fallen back, and Oklahoma State had a bad team last year. I do think it kind of stinks for college sports that, as Dan Lanning basically said without saying it, the team that spends the most have the best chance to win. That's kind of why we used to like college sports, because it wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's exactly what it's like now. And so Dan Lanning's actually correct, even though I don't want to hear it.
Tony, is he right? Dan Lanning in this case.
He's right. And although I feel like Dan is smelling himself a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think
what happened in that Rose Bowl game there, Dan? I guess all the money in the world couldn't help you, beat Ohio State. They got blown out.
I do think that he's right. And I just think it's a bad look when you lose. Yeah. You start going out and saying, well, this team, if we would have this much, you just look like a bozo. So I think Dan had a right to be, and I actually thought he was very respectful. He did his best to make sure that he made it clear.
Until he snuck the little line in about Tulsa or
whatever.
He
had to sneak that in there because my man was taking shots at him. So he snuck that one in, but I thought it was justified that time.
Fair enough. All right. Especially at a loudmouth like Gundy. It's hard to stick up for him,
right.
To be honest with you.
I'm a man, I'm 40.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Not 40 anymore.
Following Tulane's 23-3 win over Northwestern over the weekend, Tulane head coach John Sumrall expressed his displeasure after Northwestern rejected Tulane's request to wear all-white, logo-less uniforms honoring the 2005 post-Hurricane Katrina team. Northwestern, as the visiting team, had already chosen white uniforms for the humid weather by the time Tulane made its request on August 17th. And Tulane's head coach said he used it for motivation and said after the game that disrespecting New Orleans like Northwestern did was all the motivation his team needed. Tony, anything wrong with Northwestern saying no here?
No. I get it. Put your request in earlier.
Yeah, this
Like,
the
don't
20th
wait-
anniversary has been here.
Yeah,
for
don't wait
a
till the
long time.
last minute. You are the road team. So guess what?
No, Tulane was the home team.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Northwestern's the road team.
No,
Yeah.
but they're traveling though. That's my
Yes,
point.
and they
Like,
got the
so they gotta
choice.
pick all that. Make sure they have all the uniforms, all that stuff. So I just think put your request in earlier. This thing probably would have been handled if they had done this properly, not wait to the last minute.
I mean, it's good motivation though if you can turn it around and spin it like the coach did. But Chris, do you think there's anything wrong with Northwestern saying no here?
Yeah, ask them how they felt flying home with a 23-3 L to Tulane.
They were much cooler though during the game.
Yeah, right. They weren't sweating.
They had their whites on at
But
least.
they got their butts whipped. I mean, for Katrina, you're right about the fact that the 20th anniversary is coming up, and maybe a football team doesn't think about that to the last minute. I think Northwestern could have made an exception here and, worn some darker uniforms. But and Tulane, to their credit, I think the coach used it absolutely perfectly the way he should have, and his team evidently bought into it.
I'm not mad at the Tulane coach
Yeah.
for using it, but
Yeah.
I also know that these equipment managers, they pack
I know.
uniforms and they may not have had the dark ones available at that point because they've already flown or done what they've done to get to Tulane.
Yeah, true.
That is a possibility. Well, hey, look, if they had called Northwestern last week and said, "Hey, we want you to wear, dark," and they said, "You know what? We haven't even got our darks in yet. It's the beginning of the season, and we were expecting to wear white." Perfect. They have every excuse.
I bet you they get a lot of these uniforms like the week before.
No,
because
that's what
they're
I'm
all,
saying.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying they might have Northwestern may not even have had their darks.
I just know that you're traveling the equipment manager for a college football team. He's got however many bodies that he's got to make sure they got extra uniforms of the uniform they're actually wearing.
You're 100% right, but the Tulane coach doesn't care about
No,
that.
the Tulane
And when
coach
he
should
heard-
do exactly
when
what
the
he
Tulane
did.
coach heard they said no, he's like,
"Oh, okay."
They said what? And he turned it against them.
Yeah,
and
that's what he should have
worked.
done.
Yeah, so good for him.
All right, let's go to Johnny Mansell.
Number 2.
Former Browns quarterback.
Is there anything
Johnny
else we can do?
Mansell, he was on Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco's podcast Nightcap and said this about how he feels about the Browns organization.
I think I will always be looked at and viewed at because of how much hype and, media and everything that was around me and the city of Cleveland expecting me to be great and that ultimately not panning out. Listen, I sit here today and I go back and forth with, man, am I going to let Cleveland off the hook and just like let it go? Or am I going to sit here with hate and animosity in my heart for the rest of my life? And I finally sit here today and I'm like, I think I'm going to be pissed at them and hate them forever. So it is what it is, man. No love for the Browns. I'm rooting for 0-16 seasons every season.
So there you go. He's rooting for 0-16 seasons every season because it didn't work out in Cleveland. Who's up first here? Got to get back to my screen. Chris is up first. Do you think he is passing? I'm good, he said.
Huh.
Do you think he's passing the blame for his lack of NFL success?
Yeah. Isn't that kind of maybe one of the main issues with Johnny Manziel, the human being in the first place? From what we can tell anyway. Feels to me like he's pretty much blamed everything that he's done wrong on something else. I don't know that he's ever looked in the mirror once and said, maybe I could have done that better. I've seen a lot of, documentaries on Johnny Manziel. I've not been impressed by any of them. He seems like he ended up about where he deserved to end up. And that is as basically a punchline. And that's too bad because he obviously had the athletic skills, God-given ability to make something out of it. So the Browns are pretty easy to target, to blame. But Johnny Manziel would be a whole lot better off if he could ever just sit and look at Johnny football one time. That's the way I see it from this particular situation.
I think it's fair. Tony, do you think that Johnny Manziel's passing the blame for his lack of NFL success?
I think both things can be true. I think he can be resentful of the Browns, and he also could be on. I did
passing the buck,
passing the buck on his own issues that caused his kind of stardom to fall
Start
out,
to fade.
You know, I think he admitted that he never watched film.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that it's a good look that you're saying, I hope I'm rooting for an 0-16 season every year after.
By the way, they play
By the way, I didn't
games
even
now.
try.
Right. I didn't even look at the film. And even when they were testing me, I still failed that one.
Yeah.
I just think he can be upset at him for sure, but he also has to take
you read the history books on Johnny Manziel, and the word sad just comes to mind over and over and over again.
All right.
Number 1.
This is the real story I wanted to get to. Stefanos Tsitsipas was visibly upset after losing to Daniel Altmaier at the U.S. Open last week. Tsitsipas, the number 26 seed, confronted Altmaier, who was number 56, and was upset because Altmaier used a legal underarm serve. Never seen this in professional tennis, but it was legal. And
You've never seen it.
I have never seen that.
Chris was really going like
Yes. Yes.
Served underhanded.
So after Tsitsipas
That's
lost,
got to be an ego crusher right there.
Especially if you hit it into the net.
They met.
Oh,
It's a
after
legal
the
serve. You just got to get
It
the
is.
ball over the net.
Yeah.
There's no way how to do it.
But you have to say sorry if it touches the net.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just beat you. But after Tsitsipas lost, they met at the net. He confronted him about his underarm serve, saying, quote, "Next time, don't wonder why I hit you, okay?" The exchange
Why
was
I hit you or hate you?
hit you, like HIT.
on the return serve.
Yeah.
Oh.
The exchange was picked up by microphones, and Tsitsipas continued to argue as the crowd booed. Altmaier just walked away and waved him off, wanting none of the conversation. But between this and the insults thrown because of the netball that Taylor Townsend didn't apologize for last week,
It's been awful.
Tony, how bad of a look has this been for tennis?
I will say, we got some sore losers in tennis a little bit.
I kind of like it because
I
you want people to be sore losers a little bit because
Yeah.
they care.
I thought both of these incidents were one-offs. You don't see it very often. I did think being that upset about a ball hitting the net and not getting the apology, I thought that was a little overboard. But I understood where she was coming from, right? Because I have for a long time I used to ask my dad that all the time when I used to watch matches. I was like, why are they putting their hand up after that ball hits?
See, Skraby had never seen it
I'd
before.
never seen it.
It caught me by surprise the first time I saw it, and that's what it was explained. That it's just kind of the etiquette of tennis.
It's a nice etiquette thing to do,
right?
Doesn't a golfer kind of feel a little sheepishly good if a putt rolls around and kind of goes in instead of straight in? They don't have to wait a minute. They don't have to apologize, but they kind of go over there and realize they got a little lucky break. That's all that the tennis player's doing when they put their hand up on that.
But what if they don't think it's lucky? It's just it happened.
I think in this particular case, homegirl was salty because Townsend was also using the crowd to her benefit. So it kind of all blended.
Yes.
That she used that as the reason to go off on her. We got to get
as
the
far
break.
as the underhand serve is concerned.
That's legit.
Michael Chang once did it to Yvonne Lendl because Chang was hurt his arm late in the French Open final, and Lendl was so confounded he hit 4 or 5 in a row into the net, and Chang won the title on the underhand serve.
That's awesome. I find the underarm arm serve fine. I mean, the video was hilarious because he ran up to the net and he couldn't do anything with it.
It's another athlete that is just a little salty because he lost to the underhand serve. It's all good. You gotta hold that L, buddy.
Play better. Tsitsipas to Tsitsipas.
Let's get to break.
Jason Adam on the other side.
Happy hour on the other side as well.
Yes. We didn't start happy today, but I think we've kind of worked ourselves into a little better mood. I hope you're in a little better mood than when we got started today. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby, heading into the final part of our program today. The happy hour brought to you by GL Pools, the swimming pool experts. They're trusted by thousands of San Diegans since 2006. Baseball season is in full swing. So is swim season. Called GL Pools. Mention the word radio for a free month of pool service. The Padres and the Orioles and Sam Levitt's pregame show coming up in about 40 minutes. The Pirates did have a 4-0 lead over the Dodgers.
No longer.
They were helping the cause. Tommy Pham had a 2-run double in the first off Clayton Kershaw. But, yes, that lead is gone now, Tony. Ohtani with his 46th of the year. Andy Pajes with his 24th. And Dodgers are back even now, 4-4, middle of the fifth inning in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So that's the bad thing when you fall behind. Then you start having to root for teams like the Pirates.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah.
Right? When you're ahead, then you don't have to worry about the Pirates.
You don't want to have to root for the Pirates.
No, you don't have to count on the Pirates. But,
the Pirates.
Right now, we're counting on the Pirates. Counting on the Pirates. Padres have dropped
Pirates.
Pirates. Yay. Yo ho, the Pirates life for me. And you know what? You may be singing that for the next 6 hours.
Oh man!
When you hear that song at Disneyland, man, it stays in your mind forever.
Yo-ho.
The Pirates life for me. That's pretty much all they say over and over again. Yeah, that's right. That's the whole song. Okay. Let's see. We got. We're gonna hear from Jason Adam, and first of all, you give Jason Adams credit right away. Not a lot of guys who got hurt out for the season would take the time to meet with the media the next day, but he did.
I don't know. Is
today?
The Padres put him on the 15-day IL? Does that mean he has a chance to come back?
I don't think. It sounds to me like the quad muscle is torn off the bone.
When
I don't
the
think he's
quad
coming back.
muscle rolls up your leg, I
man.
don't know that you're going to be back in 15 days.
The word rupture was a dead giveaway to me, Skraby.
When he yelled on the mound, I heard something pop, or I felt something pop. That's when I knew.
When a guy doesn't even attempt to try to walk it off, and he's just waving, there's nothing.
You don't
want
to see it happen. You don't even want to see that happen to a guy on the other team.
No,
let alone your own team. And when you're in a pennant race, and you know that Jason Adams is a key guy. But anyway, he did meet with the media today, and let's hear a little bit about how that went, and just kind of hear what he had to say.
It'll start with.
We should say that first up, at least from my perspective, Tony, I'm sure you've got to talk to him, maybe even sit down somewhere for a few minutes. Of all the interviews we've had this year, he's right at the tip top of the best guys we've talked to.
Jason
is just an all-time great guy.
He's a great human being.
Yeah, really is. I hate to see this happen.
No, you definitely don't want. This is the last guy you want to see.
And he's been through a lot in his career. Jake Cronenworth said it in. I read it in Kevin Acey's newsletter, but Jake Cronenworth said he finally got to a point in his career where he had a home. He was pitching well. He was an all-star.
He wasn't hurt.
It's taken till he was 34 years old to get there. He wasn't hurt, and then this freak accident happens to him. But here's what he starts this with talking about the play itself.
Okay.
So it was kind of a soft hit comebacker. So I was falling off to the left, and then so I tried to plant and go back after the ball. And when I planted my left foot, I felt the pop and felt kind of my quad roll up a little bit. So I kind of knew right away that didn't sound very promising.
When you came in, did they know right away what it was? Because we got a pretty rapid update from Schill.
Yeah. Dr. Leak touched it, and he goes, "Yep, you ruptured your quad tendon." So I you can just feel it's so soft. So I think that was it. Then he did an ultrasound on it, and that confirmed it. And then MRI today reconfirmed it.
And what's the play from here? I heard you mentioning you might have something done.
I think I have to. I just got here, so I still have to talk to Robes and then. But I think surgery tomorrow, and then start the recovery process.
What's the expected timeline for you?
I think typically it's 6 to 9 months, so should put me in a good spot for next year. Hopefully ready on time, but if not, it shouldn't be too late.
What is it like for you after having not just an all-star year, but part of a team that's really in the hunt to have something like this happen? I would imagine there's a lot of emotion tied to that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a bummer. I mean, it's the bright side is this team is plenty deep that they don't need me. Selfishly, it's a bummer because I want to be a part of the playoff run, but I'll do whatever I can to play a part here in the clubhouse and cheer those guys on. It's going to be a fun couple months to watch.
Have you had a chance to talk to some of the other relievers? Kind of, what were those discussions like?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everyone just showed a lot of love. It's it's a family in here, and everyone showed that to me yesterday. So I felt really loved, really cared for. And yeah, other than that, everyone's just kind of saying we're good. They'll be good without me, and they'll do whatever they can for me, which I appreciate.
Your backstory.
Couple of examples right there why he's one of the tip-top guys, by the way.
Really?
If you were hearing his answers.
I mean, even the fact that he's already turned the page to surgery tomorrow
and
then
helping the team.
Yeah, that's where his mind is. That's what Jason is kind of all about, man.
The other thing that you've pointed out to us before, Tony, or maybe Skraby pointed out to us, or maybe both of you pointed out to us in different ways. If you're a baseball player and you need surgery, or if you're Skraby and you need surgery, the timeline is slightly different. Baseball player gets surgery the next day. Skraby took what, 9 months before they could get you in?
It took me 3 years to convince them that I needed surgery, and then it took another 18 months to get the surgery.
Okay, well,
it's an advantage. Let's just be honest. It's an advantage. What are you going to do?
To be fair, he did pull his quad tendon.
I think
off
they
the
would
ball.
probably rush me in.
I think they would get you in if you had a rupture.
But
You've had a
day.
lingering kind of issue that
I did have a lingering issue, but it did take me 3 years to convince them that the issue was
real. It took you
real.
a long time of PT before it was like, hey, this PT ain't working. We need to.
There was someone who got injured last year that it was like some really stupid injury that they needed quick surgery for that would have taken any normal person like 4 years to get.
I think they were in surgery before they get off the field.
It's true.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty crazy that they were able to diagnose torn quad.
Dr. Leak is really good.
Right.
And so
he probably knows what he's doing.
I think he's in good hands.
We have a question about his Jason Adams contract. He's in. They avoided arbitration this year. He has his last year of arbitration next year, and then he's a free agent in 2027. So they have him for one more year locked up.
Well, I'm going to go 6 months because I just think Jason Adams is that guy. Like whatever he can do, he's going to do. So I feel he'll be closer to the 6 month.
He's got good tendons.
And
just like Bogey has nice bones, he's got nice tendons.
Bogart's got nice bones, he told us.
I thought about that quote maybe a million times over the weekend.
Well, Jason Adams, 6 months, September, this August 2nd, right? Or
Yeah.
No,
September 2nd.
Wow, it is September 2nd. I was like, it's August 2nd, right? So October, November, December, January, February, March, right around April, 7 months. So I think Jason Adams there next year. A couple of quick notes around sports on this Tuesday. College football weekend. We touched on it earlier, guys. Talked about our guy Julian Sayin, who played well.
Poised.
Good word, Tony. He was on it. I think Nick Canopy even wrote in his article correctly. They could have even asked him to do a little more. He looked good. They played it close to the vest, but I think he could have done some more.
Julian?
Yeah,
I think so too.
They kind of took it
I think
easy
they
with him.
purposely so slow played it.
I think so, but he looked like he could have done more. I thought he played well. Arch Manning, there's no way to live up to that hype. Again, especially when you're playing the number one team or the number two team. They're now the number one team, Ohio State. But the other part of that is Sarkisian is just, I get tired of this. I know Texas is good. I know Sarkisian's okay. He did USC, did Washington. He's gotten so many chances. There's a lot of coaches out there who've never gotten one chance. Sarkisian's got dozens of chances over and over and over again. I don't know what kind of game plan that was, but it was terrible. I thought it was run into the line. It was Arch Manning. It looked like a Mike McDaniel type game, Skraby, where you throw the ball 1 yard down the field all night. Didn't want to take any chances at all. Made it really easy for Ohio State to defend. And I thought 14-7 was kind of a ho-hummer for both teams, to be honest with you. But we'll see where it goes from here. I'm sure both teams will be there at the end of the season. But how bad of a weekend can it be? I mean, Alabama lost, Notre Dame lost, and Sarkisian lost. That's a good weekend for most of us fans here on the outside looking in.
I think we all have to be leery of judging after week one.
You're right. You're right.
We see these all the time. Week one teams look completely different than they look week whatever, 14, 13.
But in the back of my mind, no matter how many points Texas scores this week against, Louisiana State, Tech, A&M, and they're going to give, Arch Manning will be right back at the top of the Heisman race.
I think
it's just hard for me to do that when I see what he does against the top team. And I know he only had one chance, but he blew it.
I think he's already behind the 8 ball with you because he's already been given a lot of hype that he didn't ask for necessarily.
Okay. He's not.
He was born into it.
Yeah, like he had.
Are we still talking Arch Manning?
Yeah,
right?
I think we're still talking Arch.
Yeah, he was born into this. Like he
He
had
had no shot. If he played football, he had zero shot to just be a regular quarterback.
I think he's going to be fine.
I think he's going to be fine too.
I'm not as mad at Arch Manning as it sounds like. I'm more mad at the what?
It sounds like
I know. I'm more, but I want to try to clear it up as best I can. I might not be able to do it. I'm more mad at the media for making him so great.
Yeah, no, I can buy that.
That's what bothers me. Let's let him play and then look at the game and say, you know what? He did this, but the other guy was even a little better. And now I'll judge it again next week.
Right.
What I didn't like was the fact that he's already the favorite to win the Heisman and he's never, lifted the football.
I get it.
So that isn't his fault. You're right. It's the media.
What's his fault is he didn't play well. I mean, he certainly controlled that, but
right. But the hype was not.
I kind of
fault.
felt like both coaches
they played
kind of
very
hamstrung both of their quarterbacks a little bit.
They didn't let them go.
And it just so happened that Ohio State had a few better athletes on the other side of the ball than I think Texas did.
Yeah, but good for Julian Sayin to win that one.
Yeah. He looked good. He looked poised.
And I didn't watch enough of the Alabama game, but I wish I could have seen it.
I almost feel
to see
bad.
them get whooped
I feel
is so fun for
I'm
me
not even gonna lie.
and most people. But
they got their butts whooped, and I actually feel bad for their head coach because they are on his head top.
Oh, they showed a highlight of one kid jogging after a touchdown run, and they were like, the coach should be fired for that kid jogging.
Right.
Like Nick Saban, that would never happen. How do you know? Did you watch every kid chase a play?
This is the problem with taking the job after someone like Nick
true.
Saban. You'll never
remember.
I just want to refresh everybody's memory. Do we remember where Alabama was before Nick Saban?
Yeah.
Was it? They were becoming what used to be university.
Yeah, they were.
And then Saban came along and only raised the expectations even higher. It's good luck for the next 2-3 coaches that go there. It's not going to be fun.
Notre Dame lost too, so there's a lot to cheer about for us normal college.
It's like the third time you put that in there.
Yeah,
what do you have against Notre Dame?
Nothing, but most people love to hate Notre Dame. They love to hate Alabama, and they don't mind hating Texas.
What's funny is that I think people were in a bit of a tough spot for that game because you got Brian Kelly on one side.
That's LSU. Yeah, he's another guy.
You got Notre Dame. Yeah, that was
Brian Kelly still hasn't found that Southern accent he had when he got introduced as LSU's head coach.
Gosh,
he tried it today.
He did?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But the Clemson coach said that he thought both teams deserved about a 58 or 60 rating for that game. And of course, Brian Kelly then came back and said, "We dominated the second half. He's either giving himself too high a score or us way too low of a score because
they played Clemson, right?
Yeah, they played Clemson. Brian Kelly, you make it hard for anyone to root for you.
See, when I lived in Cincinnati, he was a Cincinnati head coach, and he was
probably likable.
He went to the grocery store. You couldn't go to the grocery store.
He fits perfectly at a place like Cincinnati.
Yeah, because he's like, I have the city on my back, but when you get into this big time college football, no one wants gimmicks.
Nah, they want the real deal. And that accent was anything but the real deal.
Hi, Louisiana. Looking forward to bringing you a championship.
That makes my skin crawl.
It doesn't hurt that he makes more money than, the entire state of Louisiana.
I did hear that New Orleans provides most of the money for Louisiana.
This guy has been on his Netflix what's that?
It was
Katrina.
there was a Katrina
Netflix?
documentary. I believe it's Spike Lee. Spike Lee's definitely in it. I don't know if he made the whole thing.
This guy's been pulling out information from it all day long.
I am an expert on the state of Louisiana now
outta
after
here.
that documentary.
Did the documentary say anything about Dion's clock management against Georgia Tech? Because he's defending that as well.
I actually didn't even see if Colorado won or lost.
They lost, and I guess the last drive didn't go too well.
Even his boy Shannon Sharp.
Shannon took him out too.
He had to say this was like he said something along the lines of this was hard for me to watch.
Yeah. So come on, Dion, get better. We're Gwynn and Chris after traffic. Yeah, Skraby will be on that soon. Dion, you better clean it up. Better clean it up.
From the 855, get
Let me ask you, because you obviously knew, you talked about earlier, coming in 100 short. Did that help you like lock in early in the season? Typically, you're a little bit of a slower start, but from the get go, you've been the same guy all season long.
Yeah. Maybe. I think I kind of started when the season started. I didn't even have that number in it, and then I kind of got hot. Started hitting 2-3 hits, 4 hits here and there. Got really hot at one point, and that number started creeping up, and I was like, man, you look up and you're May, and you're like, man, you're only like 20, 30 away. Like this is a possibility you can get even before your birthday. So that kind of got pretty cool. And I was trying to reach it before my birthday. Obviously, it didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, that number was. I think as the season got on, I think it got a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. As you know, we've been rolling along in this season, and you've reached these milestones, and we turn to the rest of the season as you guys turn to the second half. What are some of the things you think the ball club has got to improve on in order to get where you guys are trying to go?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I think you can't just be like we're good at one thing, we're not in the other. No, I think we got to improve. There's room for improvement in all aspects of our game. Our best bullpen is our best bullpen right now. It's our best bullet. I think there's room for improvement there as well. Obviously, our offense hasn't really been performing as the last 2 months as we started off, but we've had a pretty good record here in the second half as of late. So, and we know we've been underperforming a little bit as a group, as a team. Yeah. But I know we got a lot left in the tank. There's always, I always talk about the roller coaster, and there's a roller coaster, and
it always is.
We got that bad part out of the way early, which is a good thing, and hopefully the second half, we're better. But yeah, there's a lot of improvement for a lot of things as a ball club. I think if we want to ultimately, reach our goal, which is winning a championship, we got to be great at all aspects of our game.
Talking to Manny Machado here on Friar Friday, 97.3 The Fan, and you're facing some good pitching with the Phillies this weekend. Now, I always ask Tony these questions, so now I get to ask another professional baseball player. But how do you prepare going into a series knowing that you're going to be facing 3 guys that are really good?
Yeah, 3 Cy Young guys.
Yeah.
Really good ball club over there. But Shilty talks about this all the time. We want to win a championship. We just talked about. These are the guys you're going to be facing. Yeah. These are the guys you got to beat. So, how we prepare for them, I think it's a good thing about it. We faced them, maybe a week ago or so. So we kind of, it's kind of fresh in our memory, the bullpen, their guys, how they kind of attacked us. But, just video, man. You kind of have some history with some of these guys. I gotta go do some more research on Wheeler for tomorrow because I can't figure him out.
Everybody got research on him. It ain't just you, dog. That's a great point. And you brought up earlier about how velocity's changed and pitchers have gotten better. Yet you've had the same swing from the very moment you got to the league. Why has it that your particular swing has played through the changes and everything that's happened? You've been able to kind of stay the same. Why is that?
I mean, I think I kind of see. I have 3 swings. I mean, I learned this from a young age, and it was always having multiple different swings, right? Different occasions. Lefties that stand on the opposite side, sinker ballers.
Yeah.
Obviously now it's a lot of induce and sweepers. So I kind of learned that in 2020 when I kind of, I had a lot of wag on my swing on my bat. So I was kind of being consistent with bat to barrel. And then, when I got here, they kind of told me like, hey, like let's kind of change that. Let's kind of like slow it down. You can stay with your timing. That's more of a timing thing for me, but let's improve it, And I think that improved my, contact, being more consistent with barrels, it helped me lay off a lot more pitches. My walks went up a little bit more. But just kind of having different swings, I mean, I think, people who kind of just stuck like, all right, this is what I work. I mean, it's 600 at bats,
right?
I mean, it's offers, it's different guys, different angles. Now it's sweep, this, that. There's so many different things. So I think you can't just have one.
Swing, yeah.
I kind of vary with my stance. I vary with my hands, move them up and down. Just kind of what your body's feeling. You might have slept on the bed the wrong way. We were on a plane for 6 hours, or for that one day we're on a plane for 12 hours. So like your body's not gonna feel the same the next day. So how are you gonna make that adjustment? So I think I've been lucky that I have different, and I know how to adapt to those 3 or 4 different styles of my swing. That it's helped me be a little bit more consistent.
No doubt. Well, Manny, you've been fabulous to watch, man, all season long. We certainly are behind you guys as you guys get ready for second half. Good luck the rest of the way. Good luck in this next 3-game set. It's going to be a tough one for everybody.
Yes, it will. Thank
you. As always, brother.
Yep.
Thanks very much.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, because you obviously knew, you talked about earlier, you're coming in 100 short. Did that help you like lock in early in the season? Typically, you're a little bit of a slower start, but from the get-go, you've been the same guy all season long.
Yeah. Maybe. I think I kind of started when the season started. I didn't even have that number in it, and then I kind of got hot. Started hitting 2-3 hits, 2-3 hits, 2-3 hits, 4 hits here and there. Got really hot at one point, and that number started creeping up, and I was like, man, you look up and you're May, and you're like, man, you're only like 20, 30 away. Like this is a possibility you can get even before your birthday. So that kind of got pretty cool. And I was trying to reach it before my birthday. Obviously, it didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, that number was. I think as the season got on, I think it got a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. As you know, we've been rolling along in this season, and you've reached these milestones, and we turn to the rest of the season as you guys turn to the second half. What are some of the things you think the ball club has got to improve on in order to get where you guys are trying to go?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I think you can't just be like, we're good at one thing, we're not in the other. No, I think we got to improve. There's room for improvement in all aspects of our game. Our best bullpen is our best bullpen right now. It's our best bullet. I think there's room for improvement there as well. Obviously, our offense hasn't really been performing as the last 2 months as we started off, but
5:24 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. We got about 10 minutes with you guys remaining. Been a fun show. Started off a little cranky.
It started off weird, just straight up weird. Go back and listen to the beginning of the show, because I think Chris was delivering what a lot of people felt.
He was possessed by the people and came out and like gave you what you all were thinking.
Yeah. And took it out on me and Tony.
It left things a little cold in here to start, but it warmed up. We're good. Just having a little fun.
They better not lose again tonight, or they're going to really be in for tomorrow's show.
It's over.
Guess what? We have, before you hear from us again, we have 2 games.
Oh,
Chris.
That's right. There's a day game tomorrow, and we'll be on after the game tomorrow.
Chris, you had something kind of exciting happen to you, huh?
It's the second time this has happened, so I don't want to make it too ho-hum for the people that aren't involved, but it's been really exciting for those of us that have been involved. And it has to do with my friend Mike Golovko, who Skraby knows. We golf with Mike weekly. He's a fraternity brother of mine. So this is how long I've known
What fraternity
this guy,
are you
Tony.
from?
We were Delta Chi.
Delta Chi.
Well, I guess we still are Delta Chi. But Mike and I were fraternity brothers. And one of the things we used to do way back when we were college students, we'd take every available $15 that we had lying around, and we go to Del Mar and we'd bet horses, and we had fun. And we used to joke and dream about owning a racehorse someday. Well, I didn't do it, but Mike followed through on his dream. He did. And he bought a piece of a racehorse a little while ago, and the horse's name is Almond Joy. And it's spelled a little differently.
That's a good name.
I know. Yeah, it's not, but it's not the candy bar spelling. It's different spelling. But this horse, there's a guy in Rancho Santa Fe who has the main owner of the horse, who bred the horse, and et cetera. And Mike got involved and was able to put down part of the money to own this horse, be partial owner of the horse. And he started telling me about it a year and a half ago, and I was excited. I was like, you know what? Good for you. You followed through on your dream and you did it. You know, that's more than I can say for me. I never bought a horse, and you did. And the horse, you know, went through growing pains. I think it did not win any of its first 7 races. Came in third, Mike said, was like the highlight of his thing. The horse finished third one time, and he thought that was incredible. And all of a sudden, earlier this year at Santa Anita, the horse broke through and it won. And then it won again. And then they got they figured it out, and they got Kent DeSormo, who's a Hall of Fame jockey, now rides this horse. You've heard of Kent DeSormo. He's won, 6,000 races and a couple of Kentucky Derbies. Anyway, the horse runs a third time at Santa Anita, and it's a stakes race. It's kind of a big deal. And the horse wins again, third straight time. Now I'm starting to go, wait a minute, this is sounding pretty good. So they come down here to Del Mar, and Mike says, you got to come out. We're racing again, and you got to see, you know, if we can win again, and et cetera. The horse comes out, wins again, 4 in a row. And I got to be honest with you, being there in the winner's circle with those guys and feeling the celebration, it's hard to put into words, but it's very exciting. You're excited for them and the people who own the horse and everybody, and the trainer and everybody, and being down there. So this Saturday was the big acid test. The horse stepped up in class and raced against, it wasn't just Cal-bred horses. It was horses from all over the country. One of the horses in the race had run in the Kentucky Oaks, which is the Kentucky Derby, the female version of the Kentucky Derby. Another horse, 2 of these horses were trained by Bob Baffert, who's the Hall of Fame trainer, one of the most famous trainers in the history of horse racing. And both of these 2 horses that were favored in the race on Saturday were owned by corporate interests and, you know, multi-million-dollar corporations, and they got Bob Baffert and they got all the corporate thing. And then there's my friend Mike and his horse and his little trainer and his other owner, Jerry, in Rancho Santa Fe. And their horses won 4 in a row, but they've never raced against people like this. Well, she won again, her 5th in a row. And It was incredible.
You were there.
And I was there. And I did tweet out a video. I wish I could find this and send it, Skraby, because you should put it up. It's pretty funny. Somebody at Del Mar shot a video of all of the horses' people, trainers and owners and, you know, friends, watching the finish of the race, and everybody jumping up and down and going absolutely crazy as the horse crossed the line. It was a very interesting, fun video. And they beat Baffert, man. Beat 2 Bafferts. And as I told my friend Mike, I said, you don't get to suit up against Magic Johnson in basketball or face Nolan Ryan. You get to go against Bob Baffert, a living legend, and you guys beat him. Incredible. Yeah. So 5 straight for Almond Joy, and on it goes. I mean, she'll run again. She'll run again and down the road and keep going, hopefully.
I just put up a picture of you and your friend Mike in the winner's circle with the flags, I guess.
The silks. Those are that's what the horse wears during the race, and then they give it to you if you win afterwards. So yeah, I did a picture. I don't know how to send this video to you, Skraby, but I think you should put it up. It's pretty crazy.
I don't know that I can put it up in time.
Yeah, probably
not. It's on your Twitter, though?
It's on my Twitter. Go to @ChrisElloSD. Scroll down just a little bit. You'll see a video of all these people jumping around going crazy, and it'll just bring a smile to your face. It's
pretty cool. That video. It was cool. You should put it on your Instagram, too, if you can.
If I knew how to.
It's just like Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, it goes all the way back to us jokingly saying, let's own a racehorse one day, and knowing we'd never do it. But he did it. And now he's got 5 in a row. And the horse looked like it might be really something. Who knows how far much further it can go? I don't know.
Someone is in the chat, I guess I should use their last name. They put it in the chat. Ryan Freer said, Chris, I work at Del Mar with Mac McBride. We've met in the press box numerous times. But shout out to the Stud, who is a beast.
The Stud. Okay. She is a beast, man. She is. It was impressive. It was very impressive. So it was exciting. And I'm just so happy for my friend and all those people that are involved. Trainer is just the nicest lady. Her name's Augie. And I guess short for Augusta. Augie. I don't know. You would never think, she's a big-time horse trainer. She's just some lady. She's out there out training Bob Baffert. It's like the stuff that dreams are made of a little bit.
That's pretty cool.
So it's fun. Good for them. And we'll keep an eye on the horse for future reference for anybody out there.
Did you, since it's legal to bet at Del Mar?
I didn't bet the last time.
Okay.
Because I didn't really get organized.
Yeah.
But
wait, you didn't get organized. What?
I'll tell you what happened.
Such a Chris thing to say.
I know. I didn't get organized. You're like, what? Because last time I was sitting in the stands with Mike and everybody, and then they go, all right, we got to go down to the paddock. And I was like, well, I haven't got my bet yet, but I couldn't get away. So we all went down, and you wait in the paddock, and you're inside the circle there with all the other owners, and you're looking important and stuff, and they saddle the horse up.
So you were looking important? Is that what you're trying to say?
I tried to. And then we walk out to the track and kind of watch from out there. So I never got to the window the first time. This time I bet ahead of time. Okay. I said, I'm going to bet on it. It was the 6th horse in the 6th race, as it turned out Saturday. So I bet $6 across, 6 on the 6 in the 6th. 6 to win, 6 to play, 6 to show. On the 6th, in the 6th. So I made a little money.
I'm so confused.
$6 to win.
Right.
$6 to place, $6 to show.
Place means 1 through 3?
1 place is second, show is third. If you win, then you get money for all 3. Because you've got first, you also were better than second, better than third, you get paid on all of them. So I got paid on all of them. It turned out to be about $40 if anybody's won.
All right, I'm going to actually
4-1 odds.
Next time bet my life savings, which is
do that.
Which is like $100.
Don't do that.
And I'm going to bet that on and Joy, or what is it?
It's and Joy. Yeah,
Joy.
Because their dad's name was that's why.
Okay.
So her name is OM, then the letter N, and then Joy.
I mean, that's legit.
I love that they picked something that sounds like a candy that everybody hates, because I love the candy.
I hate Almond Joy.
I love Almond Joy.
Not the horse,
the candy.
I hate Almond Joy.
I love Almond Joy.
My mom used to eat those. They used to have boxes of it. I'm like, these things are terrible.
They are so good.
She knew we weren't going to eat them. That's why.
That's why she got it.
That's why she
got it. Mom was
that is smart.
Don't put anything past Alicia. I got better news as we go out. Pirates take the lead 5-4 over the Dodgers, bottom of the 6th.
Oh,
So
like it.
good.
Come on, keep going, Pirates.
We need more.
Help us out.
Oh, looks like Riley got 51.
Oh, he did.
Cal Raleigh,
Yeah.
the big dumper.
Big
Hit another
dumper
one.
closing in on Mickey Mantle.
The dump.
I don't think that's interchangeable.
What did the guy say? It was Jared Kelnick's only
Contribution to baseball.
That
He gave him the nickname.
I guess so.
I guess he gave him the nickname.
Shout out to Kelnick.
Can I call a Fernando Tatis Jr. home run tonight?
You just did.
Boom.
It's gonna happen.
Say goodbye, Tony.
See you guys. Have a good week. Oh, real quick before we go, I should get this out because
Hurry up.
how much time we got?
9 seconds.
Never mind. We'll just have to figure it out later.
Okay.
Have a good one.